Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I know it's late. Y'all know I do not do late shows on Friday, but this one I could not say no to. To those who have been following my page, we know that last week we had Erica, aka Comediankaution, on my show for 3.5 hours, and she explained why she did that baby daddy chant, where she was talking about the father of her child not paying child support. She came onto the show. She said a lot of stuff, guys. If you remember anything she said from the last video, it is still up. I have not deleted it. The Daphne vs Erica video. But Erica made the father of her child seem like he was the devil, right? She said he doesn't do shit for his daughter. He hasn't done shit. The child support cheer is what made him actually make a payment to child support. She said that this man left 2 days after her daughter was born. You know, a lot of bad things about him. And a lot of us were even saying we want to hear his side, right? We hear your side. You're saying he's this bad man, but we never got a chance to hear his side. Not only are we going to hear his side, but I'm going to bring up some things that she did not tell us that I thought was important for her to tell us. And I'm gonna expose her. Like I said, I told Erica what I did for a living. I told her I don't like to be lied to, and I don't like my time wasted. So what I can tell you guys is that Erica used my show for clout. Erica lied about a lot of things on my show. Then she tried to retract it and tell me that I cannot talk about her on my show. Well, you did part one. I told you on the show there will be a part two. You gave me consent. It's on the record. I am going to talk. If she wants to come on to the show, that would be up to Jay, who is on the line right now, who will be speaking. That would be up to him if he wants her on the panel. Okay. We heard her side and she said enough, right? Her tongue should be tired. So with that being said, I want to welcome Jay to the show. Jay is the father of, I keep saying his daughter's name wrong. Jay, can you come on and tell me how to pronounce your daughter's name again? Because I don't want to mess it up.
Jakira. Just
Jakira.
imagine a C as a K. Maybe
Okay.
that'll help.
Okay, Jakira. So remember, guys, not only did we have Erica on the show last Saturday, we did have Jakira, right? We gave her the time to talk and she agreed with her mom. Well, now it's time to hear Jay. So Jay, with that being said, I am going to ask you a couple questions and then I'm going to let you explain to us why we are here today, you know, why all this is going on. The first thing I wanted to address is Erica said that you left 2 days after Jakira was born. Is that true?
It is somewhat true. What happened was I was placed on, I want to say it's academic probation. Like when you get kind of bad grades in college and they're like, we're not gonna give you no loans or nothing. That's what happened. It wasn't I chose to leave, like, no, I'm going home. That wasn't the situation at all. So I
Okay.
don't know exactly what day or when it was, but it was before school started again for the fall semester.
Okay, so when you said that you were on academic probation, because I definitely know what that is, but are you saying you were not in the same state at one point? You had to leave school to be with her, or was this all in the same state?
No, she was. I don't know if she said what she was, but I'm from a different state than she is, and she lived by the college I went to.
Okay, so she lived. Okay, so when she gave birth, was it in the same state where you attend college?
Yes.
Okay, so you said that when she gave birth, you did have to leave to go back to school. Were you on campus, living on campus?
Yeah, I was on campus.
Okay, so let's stop there. Erica told me on my show last week that you guys had an apartment. She said that you worked full time and part time and went to school full time. She did say you guys shared an apartment. She never said you lived on the campus because I asked her, were there any red flags before you got pregnant? And that's when she mentioned that you went to school full. And I said, how can this man go to school full time and part time, right? And work a full time job? And then she explained your schedule. You're saying so. So when you met Erica, you were living 100% on campus. You guys never shared an apartment.
It wasn't in a dormitory. It was the apartments were adjacent to the campus, and the apartments were being paid for via student loans. So it wasn't like I was paying monthly out of pocket for them.
Okay, so were you also holding down a full time job and a part time job playing the drums?
It was just a full time job. The part time thing, I don't know where it comes from.
Wow. So, okay. I mean, it ain't like it's bad. She was making it sound like you were very busy. You had a schedule. I think she didn't want us to know that you were a full-time student living adjacent to the campus. I know what you're talking about. Some schools do have apartments or dorms that you can live in. I get that. So she did mention you were using financial aid checks, and I should have caught that and said something, but I let that go. So you said you were only working full-time and going to school full-time, and you were living adjacent to your campus because you were in college, correct?
Yes.
Okay. She also said that then you moved away and then you stopped communicating with her and taking care of your child altogether. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
So you didn't move away to live with your mom and abandon
I,
her and your child.
I only left because I couldn't stay there anymore. So I had like I had nowhere else to go but back home. But I never stopped talking to her.
When you said you had nowhere else to go, is did she put you out? Did you guys break up?
No, we didn't break up. I couldn't pay for the apartment no more because that was coming out of the student loans and financial aid.
Right.
So I had to leave.
Okay. So when you left, where did she go with your daughter?
She went back. She was with her mom where she
Okay.
lived.
Okay. She also said that your mom never liked her. She hated her from the beginning and even told you to get a DNA test. Is that true?
I don't think it is. I think them two may have had some type of misunderstanding somewhere along the line, and I don't think I was around to hear fully what happened. But I know it is bad blood between them two. And honestly, me personally, I think it's something that they could have sat down and talked about, like what's going on, why this, why that.
Okay, understood. Now let me ask you this. I asked Erica. I said, Erica, you're telling us everything that Jay did wrong. What did Erica do wrong? She said the only thing she did wrong was she regretted having the kid with you. When you were with Erica, was she the perfect girlfriend? Was she the perfect girlfriend like she's claiming to be?
She was from what I knew, but she also told me a bunch of other things that went on after the fact.
Okay, like things that you should have known on day one.
It was I was blinded by love. It was it was cheating going on. And it was some things like when you just so in love, you see it, but you just like, nah, she's not doing that. That's not what's going on. It even got to a point, it got to I know this because she got to a point where she actually told me, she confessed a lot of things that she had done while we was together.
Okay, so are you saying that when you guys were together, there was some cheating going on her end?
Mm-hmm.
Yet she said that your mother wanted you to get a DNA test. Maybe that's why she wanted it. Maybe your mom knew something was going on and maybe she didn't link you in. Do you think that's probably why your mom didn't like her?
It could be.
Huh, that kind of makes sense. Because I'm like, why would your mom? Because from what I was told, your mom didn't live in the same state, right?
No, she don't.
So for her to say that your mother told her that she thought it would be smart for you to get the DNA test, she would only say it because she might have heard something. So for her to cheat, she never brought up that she cheated on you or that she did anything. She said you guys never had a disagreement, never argued or anything. It was like the perfect relationship. And then after she gave birth 2 days later, you changed. You left them and abandoned them. So the next question I had was, when did you know you were on child support? Because she keeps bringing up that you owe over 10K, now 11K, and that you were fully aware you just didn't want to pay.
So I'm glad you asked that question. So yes, we did go to court, and as she stated, for whatever reason, it stopped. I don't know why. I can't tell you exactly when it stopped, but it stopped for a long time. It started back up in 2015 once she found out that I was moving away from my home state up to the Midwest. That's when everything came back out. That's how the big amount came. It's not like it was there the entire time.
Wow. So do you think, okay, so that the child support, did she put you on child support when you guys broke up? Were you aware of that you were on it, or did you find out through like maybe she had the letter sent to your mom's house? At what point did you find out you were on child support?
No, we went to the we went downtown.
So y'all went together.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a out of spite thing, but all I remember we went, and I thought it was gonna be like what you see on TV with judges and stuff. Like we just sat down with a person and They kind of asked me what job I was working or whatever was going on. Like they did the financial part, and that was pretty much it.
Okay, gotcha. Now, when you okay, so when you started falling behind, when you heard that child support cheer, how did you find out about it? Because I know that you guys don't follow each other on Facebook. How did you find out that she did that cheer?
The cheer, um, either I seen it on one of my friends, like one of my friends may have reposted it on whatever social media. Either that or somebody told me about it.
And when you found out, did that automatically make you say, you know what, I'm gonna make a payment? She said immediately after that video went viral, you started finally making the payment to child support. Is that true?
It may have been the video when I seen it. It didn't. It was like, wow, really? And maybe in her mind, she just did it because of however she felt. But I mean, at that, I'm. She made that video in what 20? What year she make the
She said
video?
that she made it in 2017 and released it on
20,
all platforms in 2018.
2018. So again, to kind of fill in some gaps, we Jakira was born in 2003. And I know she mentioned her youngest daughter. All of that to say, she had got married and like she should have moved. Like, why am I still relevant? Why are you making this in 2018 after you got married or whatever was going on with that?
So let me ask you this. Now, did you ever speak to her family? When I went to Erica's Facebook, she has been talking about you every year since the video, but she told me and my followers, she told us all on Saturday, I took accountability for the video I made in 2018 and I'm trying to grow from it. But when I went on her Facebook, she's calling you out every year, saying something harsh about you not paying up. So my question, she even made a post in, I believe it was last year, where she said that you won't stop talking to her family members about her. What was that about?
I don't talk to her family members. The only person I have reached out to her mom a few times, and it was more so to figure out what was going on with Jakira. That was it. Like, I'm not gonna call her mom and ask her about Erica. What's going on with Erica? Like, no, it's not that at all. I ain't
Okay.
got that kind of time.
So Erica told me that her mother and her aunt do not like you at all. So I wanted to tell the people that listen into my show, if you guys were with me last week, remember when she said that her mom and her aunt and all them, they don't really mess with this man. She also told me through inbox that they do not like him. But when I did some investigating, I learned that Jay is friends with her mother and her aunt. Now we know when black women stick together, they stick together. So if Jay was this deadbeat, this bad man, this lazy bum, and all these names that she called him, why would her mother and aunt be friends with him on Facebook? So let me ask you this, Jay. How long were you friends with Erica's mother and aunt?
Um, I don't know. I think me and her mom had been friends. I think her aunt was like the latest addition. But as far as seeing stuff like on Facebook, they never made any type of post or anything toward me. Her mom will post something. She might post pictures of food or whatever. I just hit the like button and keep scrolling.
Okay.
That's how I saw it. It wasn't nothing to me.
Now let me ask you this other question. She also told me, and everyone that follows me, it's still actually up on my Instagram on my story. She said that Jakira hates you. This is how she said it. She hates him, bruh. She called me bruh, like we were talking on the street, like we were two dudes. She said your daughter hates you. I brought your daughter on because she wanted your daughter to come on. I didn't force her, but I warned her. Your daughter, she had her army suit on, and she said that she wouldn't care if you guys didn't have a relationship. I knew that wasn't true. I felt like she wanted to, mend this. But when I went to your Facebook, I also saw that one of your friends was your daughter. So may I ask you this? How long have you been friends with your daughter who claims to hate your guts?
I want to say since she's been on Facebook. I think that's the second page.
So it's safe to say you've seen her when she graduated, when she was in the army and all those things, all her accomplishments. You also saw them, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So how did that? So you said that since she created Facebook. So, did your daughter ever reach out to you on Facebook and say I don't like you, or try to? Did she ever block you at any time, or have you guys been straight friends this whole time?
Um, no, she never tried to block me or anything. I think Jakira didn't know my side of the story, and she may not understand it. And like still to this day, she doesn't know my side.
Okay, and she did tell me that she wanted to fix it. So what I wanted to ask you is, um, with everything that went on with you, why do you think you and Erica did not work out? To where it got to this point. Because again, you didn't seem like a bad guy, but everything she said about you was negative. I didn't hear anything positive about anything you did for your daughter or for that family. So where do you think it went wrong? Because I would like to hear. We would all want to hear your side. Go ahead.
It us going wrong. The biggest thing was us being, I'd say maybe 200 miles apart. By me having to leave where she was and go back home. And she even said that I try, and I mean, I did. I wanted it to work. I got her, brought her down to my city. We went looking at different, apartments. She didn't really care for any of them. Okay, cool. So, brought her back home. So I did try to make it work. It just, I don't know. It just stuff just kept clashing and colliding. So I guess the distance started to become more of an issue.
So as the distance became an issue, when she started attacking your character, did no one put you on game? Did anyone tell you about what she was saying about you on social media every year for the past 7 years?
Nobody told me because me and Erica, we were friends on all of social media until maybe 2016, 2017. It wasn't really any contact, but it was, we were all just friends on there.
Okay, hold on.
Now, as far as the stuff that she was posting, no, nobody told me.
Okay, so wait, you said you and Erica were friends up until 2016, right?
Yeah, 2016, 2017.
So when she's saying that you guys haven't had any contact, I, I thought it would have been important to say that we were Facebook friends up until 2016 because it hasn't been 10 years yet. But she said you guys haven't had any contact or anything in 10 years. That would mean that's a lie. If she told me you guys have been Facebook friends up until 2017, and then 2017 is when she said she made the video and then dropped it in 2018, something happened for you guys to stop being friends. Do you remember what happened?
So I, like I said, I moved up to the Midwest in 2015. So I don't know if if that just rubbed her completely the wrong way, which more than likely it did. But I moved to the Midwest, and I'm still here to this day. And I think that triggered a lot of what was going on. Even when I was here, I offered, "Hey, Jakira, do you want to come up on your Christmas break? Just tell me the dates. I'll get the plane ticket. Just give me the dates."
Okay. Now,
Erica
do you,
even went as far as to contact my ex, and those two were conversating.
wow. So she didn't mention that either. She never made. Do you remember when that was that 10 years ago?
That was, I don't know exactly when, but that my ex is the person I moved to the Midwest for. So I left my original home city to move to the Midwest in August of 2015. So them two may, because I didn't find out. Like my ex, she told me eventually, and I don't think she was going to tell me, but she told me eventually.
Wow. Okay. Now, do you think you were the cause? Do you think that you are 100% the cause for all of this? Would you say that this is a lot your fault, or would you say it's 50-50?
I'd say it's 50-50.
Okay.
I think it just got frustrating to a point, and it probably got to a point like, you know what, just blah blah blah. I don't want to deal with this, or let's just be whatever.
Now, she said that with you making your recent payments, are you obligated to still make those payments even though she's in the army? Or are you choosing to do this because you want to do this?
The obligation part, I don't know. I mean, as I said, it disappeared for years, years, years. and it popped back up in 2015 once she found out that I was coming, and that's how the huge amount is what it is now. And as she also said, it comes out of my income tax, so that she gets whatever amount she gets from that.
Now, those amounts are bigger than $103. Is that correct?
They are with late fees. It's like one. I don't know if I could log off, get off of this page and look,
Oh, no,
but
no, no.
it's like one, no more than 120.
Wow. Okay. So my question to you, is now now that you're in this state, when's the last time you tried? And before you answer this question, let me ask you this first. Do you have your daughter's phone number, her current phone number right now?
Yeah.
When's the last time your daughter actually texted you?
Um. What? Yesterday?
Wait. So before yesterday, did she text? So let me ask you this: this year alone, we're only in the second month, February. How many times would you say you had contact with your daughter?
I've sent a lot of messages to her. I don't now. I can say this. I don't know where she is because she's in the military. Maybe she's somewhere where she couldn't get service.
Correct.
But I'm texting holidays. Hey, how are you? When can I call? I'm sending these things. When can I talk to you?
Wow. Because Erica said you haven't done shit to try to reach out to your daughter. Your own daughter said on video that she hasn't spoken to you. So you're telling me you've been sending text messages because you're right. She's in the army. She could be based anywhere. And I know one thing that I've been told is that the service, it sucks depending on where they are. So I believe you there. But you said that you've been continuously sending text messages, but she's saying you never contacted her. So is it safe to say she was just supporting her mom's lies to make it sound good? Because or are you lying? Because somebody's lying.
That part I don't know. I can't answer that. All I send the messages. I reach out. I try not to call because I don't know what her schedule is. If
Right.
she's doing some kind of exercise, or I don't want to say practice exercise or something. I don't even know if they're supposed to have cell phones while they're on duty, and I don't want her phone to ring or just get her in trouble. Which is why I always say, when can you talk, or when can I call you?
Wow. Wow. So guys, I hope you guys are hearing that Jay, he's saying that he has made many attempts to reach out to his daughter. You guys know that last week she went on video and said that he hasn't reached out and she wouldn't care if they didn't have a relationship. It sounds to me like she was supporting her mom, which we all knew. We all called it out that it didn't seem genuine. So the fact that you have been reaching out to your daughter, man, I appreciate that. And I told her that I wanted to get all three of you guys, on a phone call to see how we can repair it. At the end of the day, it sounds like you have been trying. Now, let me ask you this. Have you reached out to Erica at all in the last 10 years, whether it was Facebook, email, or phone? Have you guys had any contact in the last 10 years?
It was the last time I talked to her. Uh, I know I seen her for a funeral, which was down in my city. Both her and my daughter came down to that funeral, and we did speak one final time. I'd say maybe a couple of months after that. So I'd probably say maybe 2017. That
Wow.
that was the last time me and her mom spoke.
Well, she didn't bring that up. She said you guys didn't have any contact in the last 10 years. Now, I know Erica knows how to do math because she was doing the math when it came to child support. So that would mean that she shaved like she's holding back to make it seem like you guys haven't spoken in a long time. Why she lied, I don't know, but this is what she told us. Okay? Now, um here's some of the exposure that I wanted my fans to hear because last week I asked Erica about that baby daddy cheer. And I said, when you said baby daddies, you said it with an S at the end, which means that it was plural for more than one. Now, she did disclose to us that she was married and that her husband passed away due to cancer 10 years ago. So my heart went out to her for that because they produced a child. So that would make him, he wouldn't be a baby daddy. She's a widow. That's her ex-husband. There is a difference in terminology when you get married. So that would mean that it would have been baby daddy, are you ready for court? But when I digged a little deeper, guys, it turns out that Erica lied about the amount of kids that she has. Erica actually has 3 kids, not 2. 3 kids, not 2. She lied. She lied to me in my face. And Erica, if you're listening to this, you are wrong for lying. Now you Drake, you're hiding the world from your kid, but you can tell everybody else's business how much they owe in child support, how they don't have a job, how they are mama's boy, but you failed to tell me that you have 3 kids, Erica. So I wanted to make sure that my investigation was right. So I know that you know who she is and all that because that's the mother of your first child. So let me ask you this. Am I correct? Does Erica have 2 kids or 3?
3.
3 kids, everybody. Bam! So, guys, Erica lied. She hid that part from us, right? Why? Because she doesn't want to look like a loose goose, right? She doesn't want to look like somebody who made bad decisions in men. Erica lied about a child. Now, if you will hide a child, then I definitely don't want to do any kind of coaching with you if you can't be honest about the amount of kids you pushed out of your vagina. So, like I said, guys, she sat up here and bashed Jay, and all the while she was Drake on my show. She was hiding that 3rd kid from the world, right? Erica has 3 kids, not 2. So, Erica, you should be ashamed for lying to me, and I'm very upset about it, okay? You guys just heard it. You know, I don't play games when it comes to the truth and when it comes to being a liar. So, let me ask you this, Jay. Why do you think she would have lied about that 3rd child? So she doesn't look bad having multiple baby daddies?
I don't know. That part, I don't know. I don't even know why she made the video. But yeah, I don't know.
So, fans, it sounds like Erica probably has another baby daddy that hasn't paid child support, and she's accusing Jay of being this bad guy when it's the 3rd baby daddy. So I want you to know that she has 2 baby daddies and an ex-husband. I will not disrespect the husband that died of cancer because she was married. That was a child produced in a marriage. So Erica has an ex-husband and 2 baby daddies, and she's a liar. So comedian is right because she all she does is make jokes and she doesn't tell the truth. Now let me ask you this, Jay. She said on my show that she does funeral home skits because her family owns 4 Frazier funeral homes. I ran that information through my database, and no such funeral home existed that was owned by Erica and her family. So, to your knowledge, because you've known this woman a long time, and I'm sure you would know what businesses her family has. Do you know of any funeral homes that Erica's family owns called Frazier Funeral Homes?
That I don't know. I don't know all of her family either to say that she does. I just know like her mom, her sisters and sister and her aunt. Like a lot of the other people I haven't met. So it may be true, but as far I don't know. It never was a concern to me.
So the reason why I was asking you that because when she was talking about the 103 that you owed, she was real pressed about that amount. If my family owned 4 motherfucking funeral homes, I would assume we get money because that's the only type of job that would never go out of business. People die every second. So for someone that has 4 funeral homes in her family called Frazier Funeral Homes, I would assume that they have good money. Your child support wouldn't be a problem. I would be on Facebook for the next 7 years talking about Jamar, pay what you owe, your back pay. If you go on her Facebook, your name is all over it from 2022, 2021. It goes from every year. So you are the butt of most of her child support jokes. So for someone who has 4 funeral homes that are owned by family, that's a good damn business. They have to be bringing in thousands. So you're saying, to your knowledge, you don't know, but her mother and aunt follow you. So you would have even seen it on their pages. Is that correct?
Sure. I mean, I don't go on their pages and look for stuff, but
Right.
I yeah.
Uh,
If they did, maybe they would post it.
Okay. So again, with you knowing about the 3rd child, how come? Let me ask you this: you saw what she was doing to you because I know you saw the video. You said you did. So how come you never put out the truth? I mean, I know a lot of men. They let women bash them. They let women call them deadbeat dads. They let people paint this picture. I want you to know that what she said about you went viral, not just on her page. It was shared on pages that had like 300,000 shares. I typed in child support cheer on Facebook, and her cheer was shared by big pages that went back to her Instagram to see what this woman is about. So her dragging your name through the mud, this has been going on for many years, since 2017. And my question to you is, how come you never came back and gave her the accountability that she needed?
Why I never responded? Cause that's not me. I don't I don't have that kind of energy. If that's how she felt, that's how she felt. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I mean, I didn't like it. What nothing I could do about it. She grown. She know you post whatever you want to post. But as far as me to sit there, I wasn't gonna stoop down to her level and make another video about blah blah blah. Like, no, that's not me at all.
Wow.
I ain't had that to do.
Even if she was slandering your name and saying that you wasn't shit. I mean, I know you heard my last show that I did with her, and she was not saying anything. The best thing she said about you is the beginning of the story when she said you were holding down 2 jobs and going to school full time. I said that's a hardworking man. The whole comment section agreed. So that was the only thing great she said. But when I go to her Facebook and I see the capital letters and how she actually had your daughter change her last name Reed to Frazier. um I don't know if you were aware of that when she had her army thing. Were you aware that she wanted your daughter to go by her last name instead of yours? And how long did you know that Erica allowed your daughter to have your last name? Because if you're this bad guy, I don't understand why she allowed your daughter to have your last name. So how do you feel about her telling people to call her by Frazier and not Reed?
I mean, I guess she was upset. I think she got upset again because I moved to the Midwest. And I think that triggered a lot of things for her. But as far as the uh, our daughter changing her last name, again, from what I saw, it hasn't changed.
On
So
Facebook.
I don't know if she was just trying to push me or if she was trying to trigger me or if she was, I'm gonna say these things and I'm gonna get him to say this. Maybe. But again, I'm like, no, that ain't me.
Hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. So let me ask you this. If someone said, Jay, can you tell us what you think from your point of view? Do you think you were a good dad to your daughter? What would you say?
I would say I wasn't the best. I know I wasn't the best because I didn't really have a, um I didn't have a model to follow to say this is what a father is supposed to do. So yes, I can say it was some things I may have missed out on, or maybe I should have said this instead of this, or maybe I should have hugged her and kissed her and said it's going to be okay instead of not doing it or whatever. I definitely know I'm not the same person that I was as she was coming up.
Mm, mm. So are you telling me that had she have reached out to you and said, you know what, Jay, let's sit and have a talk and try to repair this? Could your could y'all relationship could it have been repaired before it got to this point? Do you think when you moved that it triggered her so bad that she didn't want to communicate with you? Instead, she bashed you. Do you think if she would have communicated with you prior to the move, that this relationship could have been saved?
Relationship meaning us being together or just like the cordialness relationship.
The cordial in this relationship.
Yeah, like we in a sense we kind of talk, but then like it'll start going in a different direction. And I'm just like I'll start turning my head like, wait, we not even really talking about that, but you kind of going here in all these other places. Again, I'm about 800 miles away. So yes, we could have talked. Like if we would have actually sat down and maybe wrote out our questions as to our questions and concerns, maybe I don't see why it would. I don't see how it would have been a problem.
Mm. And do you, so I know that you told me it's not in you to go back and forth with her, but can you honestly say that that child support cheer video did it at all make you feel a little sad? Now, I'm not saying sad where you was crying in the car, but where it made you, where you listened and was like, wow, this is how you feel about me. And it's okay to express yourself, because I do work with men, and they all don't have mental health issues, but I know most men would have said that that angered me a little bit, or it made me feel some type of way because I was a trying man at that time. Did that make you feel some type of way, or did you just say, well, it is what it is?
It did. It didn't hurt me. I didn't cry in the car. I didn't I didn't do that. But it was a definite, wow, damn. Okay, this will be doing. And that's how I felt. I don't know what word would describe that feeling, but that's what it was. Like, damn, okay.
Okay, gotcha. And if Erica was to say, I want to sit and have a talk with you and apologize for my actions and try to have a cordial friendship, and for the sake of our daughter, would you be open to speaking with Erica and your daughter to repair the relationships?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Like I've never been a hateful person or none of those things. Like again, if it's to me, I think what we may have to do is maybe come up with actual things to actually sit and talk about, actually discuss, not just go off the dome and just get off the subject. Like I don't hate her. I don't have any ill content. I don't wish ill content, ill content. I don't like no. Ain't no problem. It never was a problem between me and her. Like I never said I can't stand her, and like nah. So I mean, yeah, if she or if all of us needed or wanted to get on the phone and talk, yeah, we could do that.
Mm. Okay, so now I wanted to give, because I know your time is very thin. I know you have to go to work tomorrow, so I won't hold you long. But I want to address some questions, and then there's some people that want to ask you some questions too, because they did this with Erica as well. But I wanted to read the first message that I saw from Latoya. She's saying that she doesn't think she thinks you're holding back because that's the mother of your child. Um, well, Latoya, I don't think he's holding back, because if he was, he would have said, I can't confirm or deny that she has 3 kids, right? He would have said, I can't confirm or deny. He was honest. Now let me ask you this, Jay. Are you holding back from us? Are there certain things that she did that turned you off in your relationship where you were like, yeah, this might not work? Or have you told us everything?
No, I'm not holding back nothing.
Okay, so somebody else said, do you think she's still in love with you? And you can answer that honestly. Do you think Erica's acting out like this because she misses you?
Is weird you say that because I've had some of my friends to tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
She the when I moved here and when I moved to the Midwest, again, I was in a relationship. You get in a relationship, you tend to post pictures. And I can't speak on how she may or may not have felt. I don't know that. But one of my friends told me, she may feel a certain way because that's what she wanted y'all to have. Now, to answer your question, do I think she loves me? I don't. I don't know.
Okay, I disagree. One of the cartoons that I watched as a kid, and I know this is funny because I'm older now, but I still watch Hey Arnold. Now, if anybody ever knows that cartoon, Hey Arnold, Helga, she talks shit about him in person, but behind closed doors, she's heavily in love with Arnold, right? I I feel in my heart that she loves you still, and I think that that is the reason why she's acting out. Because let me tell you, if most women are done with you, they are done with you. That means that they're not going to use their Facebook or Twitter or Instagram to bring you up, because you're not going to get any of their time, right? When I went to her Facebook and saw over 20 posts about you since 2018, that isn't someone that has forgotten all about Jay, that is done with Jay. That's someone that's still hurting because Jay left. I think when you left, that broke her heart. I think that triggered her anger, and also her telling us on this panel something happened to her when she was 11. She didn't heal from that. So I think that on top of you leaving, it allowed her to then act out like she has done. And I told her, until you get help for that deep rooted issue that we both talked about already, Jay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to take it out on all men. So I think her problem is that she doesn't want to heal first. And that's just me. I honestly feel she's still in love with you. I'm a woman. I've seen this type of behavior. If you're done with Jay, be done with Jay. But every other day you're saying something in regard to him not paying. Share hashtag Jay pay up. It's just not right. That's not someone who has moved on. Your daughter is 20, or going to be 20, correct? In July, correct? So,
Yeah.
when is she going to grow up? I mean, your daughter, she put up this hard front. She's a tough cookie. Your daughter, you guys did well. It takes two, you know. She said that whenever she sent her daughter to you, it was your mom who did all the work. You did nothing. I don't know if I asked you that, but is that true? When she would send your daughter to you for the summer, was your mom taking over majority of the time and you weren't around because you had to work, or were you in her life?
I was in her life. It was, I don't want to say 50-50, but my mom is a lot older and they were able to do things throughout the day and, while I had to work. So I don't want you to think that she came down for the summer. It's not even the summer. It was more so the summer and every other holiday as well. So some Christmases she would come down like every other until she got to a certain age. But I don't want you to think that, oh, well, she came down to the city and dad was just non-existent. And like, no, no, it wasn't that.
Okay. So there's some people that are on the panel. I'm gonna let them all ask you a question, guys. When I tell you to go, ask them a question, he'll answer it, and we'll move forward because I want to address something that Erica said on Facebook, Jay, and I'm gonna read it to you verbatim because when she said this is what triggered me and pissed me off. But we'll do that last. I'll start with Daquan. Daquan, you're on with Jay. Go ahead and ask your question, sir.
Peace and blessings to everybody on the panel. Good afternoon. I hope everyone's doing well.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
I,
you. Go
I
ahead.
hear
We
you.
wait. We
Okay,
wait, man.
okay. Oh, my bad. I was just saying my pleasantries and all of that. But in regards to the last situation, I mean, what was your overall thought process on everything that just transpired from seeing how everything panned out?
You mean seeing the podcast, the video, or
In that retrospect as well, but I'm just saying, far as from your lens, how did you see it from your overall viewpoint?
um,
Because I know me, but I don't want to exaggerate. So I'd rather just, I mean, at least hear it from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of those generalists to where I want to hear both sides before I really want to condemn or just try and throw stones. Because I really don't try to come from that aspect of view. I mean, I want the full scope. That way I can analyze it and actually give my full opinion.
so okay. Try to ask me that differently because I don't think I'm fully understanding what you're trying to ask me, and I don't
Like,
want to answer it wrong.
okay. Well, basically, what I'm saying from your full standpoint as a man, what would be your overall, just general opinion on this whole scenario in general? I'm not just speaking in regards to in this per se, because there's a lot of men that actually go through this. So I just wanted your general perspective on what the situation is.
The well, I'll try to answer it, and if I'm not giving you the proper answer, let me know. I'll try again.
No, I understand. It's all
I
good. I'm just saying in general. I just wanted to lay ground based on what it actually is, as far as what the situation
Okay.
is.
Hold on
I
one
think
second. Hold on one second, Jay, because I'm confused too. D, have you had your medicine? Is that why you?
Yes,
Is
I
that
have.
okay? So that's why you're all over the place. Okay, because I didn't
Okay,
understand
okay.
the question either. Um, and I don't think a lot of people in the comments do. So can you re-ask the question so I can understand it better too? Because I'm lost too. I'm over here trying my best.
No, I just wanted his general opinion on the situation from an overall perspective.
So you want him to tell you how he feels about everything that has transpired, how he feels about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Okay, man,
ma'am.
that's all you got to say, man. Don't have no more medicine until we done with the show. Go ahead,
Yes,
Jay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
um, I feel it's a lot of it has to do with the communication. I think some emotions should have been put to the side and actually,
Mm.
communicate and start to make plans, those type of things, versus she being upset or I'm upset or our daughter feeling however she may, or however she feels now, or she may have felt then. We could have talked about those things and,
Okay.
brought it up in a more healthy way instead of, you know how we do. We get mad and then we won't bring it all out when we mad. And like, that ain't the way to
Of
do that.
course, it stays bottled in. I understand. I hear you.
Thank you so much, D. So hold on, D. We're gonna keep going. Terrence, go
Okay.
ahead, sir, with your question.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Well, main question I got is after hearing everything that you from your baby mama, has your perspective really changed about her now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that part.
Go ahead.
So I'm starting to think more about what what Dav just said about that she may still have feelings for me that I clearly did not know was there. And I mean, again, not to get off the subject or anything, but I felt like if she still had anything, she could have reached out between whenever up to now.
That's true. But I think instead of her reaching out to you, she's screaming for attention on social media. Just like somebody that
Mm.
is an addict. They won't tell you they're an addict, but they'll go out there and do dumb shit, right? Hit a tree, go out there and steal liquor from a liquor store because they're acting out because they don't want to admit that they have a problem internally. And I honestly feel like Erica is still in love with you. Not only that, she's had really bad, relationships because her
Oh
husband
man.
got a cancer. Then the other guy,
Oh man.
she had kids with him. So I don't think she's in a great space either. But I'm gonna go ahead and go on to T. T, go ahead and ask him a question.
Well, I really don't have a question. I want to first, hello everyone. I want to commend him on not, because I do feel like he's holding back. He's not trying to bash her like she did. It was like when I seen an interview with her, everything was wrong with her. And I just want to tell you, life is too short. My oldest one, who's turning 21 in 2 weeks, lost her dad. And he cheated on me. But guess who was at that hospital every day? Me. And it wasn't about me. It was because we got a kid together. I never talked bad about the dad to the kid, but he understood how I felt about him, and I understood how he felt about me. Somebody got to be the bigger person in this situation and reach out and talk because your daughter still have a lot of unanswered questions, and she only understand one story, one side of the book at this time, and that's
Mm-hmm.
Erica.
What?
Correct that, baby. Swallow your pride and correct it.
Okay, T. Look at Dr. T. Well, T, I
I'm
can't
sorry.
hold you. No, T. No, I'm with you, T. When this show is over, I will be sending this show to them. And like I told Erica and like I told Jakira, I told them I will talk to both of them and include Jay so we can talk together. But they have to be honest.
Absolutely.
In order for anyone to receive any of my services, because they are free, I don't charge anyone. You're not going to
Mhm.
come on here lying to me. That's why I run your information to see what you're going to tell me. I play dumb sometimes and say, well, what is this? To see if you would be honest. Erica lied
But
about 60% of what she told me. I'm furious. And there's more
and
stuff
I
that
know you
I know that.
are.
Hold on. Hold
Did
on,
you?
hun. There's more
Okay.
stuff that I know that Jay doesn't even know. And I'm going to respect Erica
Okay.
on that end. So there's other stuff that I did not tell this panel. But if Erica continues to bash Jay on social media effective today, she's not going to like the video I'm going to put together and throw on my YouTube. See, I'm not going to put it on Facebook and
Lord.
Instagram, places where she can get me. I will air that on a fake YouTube account so they can shut that one down. But I will not let these women continue to bash these men who are so calm and so collective, and they don't do all
Yes.
this. Jay is a human being. He's a hardworking man. The last thing you need is people judging you in these streets. Now, Erica knows that a lot of people know who Jay is. So they already have their idea of him. I looked at the comments. They think he's a deadbeat. So
Oh
go ahead. Go ahead.
wow.
I'm sorry, Hunt, for interrupting you. Go ahead, T, and finish up so I can move on
No,
to
I just want to just say that pray about it, read Psalms, and if it takes you to reach out, Jay, do it. Ask for strength, reach out so that you could talk to Erica because she is the puppet master in this situation. So that it can lead a gateway for you to be able to speak honestly to your daughter.
mm,
Thank
I
you,
like that.
everyone.
That was really nice of you. So now we're gonna move on to D. We just had T, now we got D. D, you're on with
Okay.
Jay. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I hope can y'all hear me?
Girl, you know we can
I'm
hear
not
you.
sounding like I'm on an
You
airplane
know
this
we can hear
time.
you, girl. No airplane, but we can hear you. Go ahead, boo.
Okay, great. Hello, everybody on the panel. Hello, Jay. Hello, CelebriD. I'll be short and sweet. Quick question. When that video came out, did other people in your family reached out? And I may be repeating the same thing from the beginning, but did other folks in your family reach out to you when that video surfaced? And my second question, now that everything's out in the open, where do you go from here?
Mm.
Well, as far as anybody in my family, I'm the youngest, so I'm no nobody really reached out because nobody else in my family in my family is really on social media. But as far as where we go, and the person before you, I, to respond to that, I kind of said it earlier. I know it's things that my daughter doesn't know, like she doesn't know my side, and I'm to the point I can't force it on her. I'm not going to call her and say, "Hey, we need to talk right now." And like when she's ready and she wants to know, "Hey, what happened? Why did? What's going on?" I'm ready. I'm all ready, but that's only whenever she's ready.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I definitely pray things work out. And I know
Well,
she'll come around because I was kind of like her in that situation when I was about 18. Finally figure out things about my father, and once I figured out his side of the story, meet him, but ever since, we've been cool ever since. So I understand and I definitely get it.
so D, what was your last question to him? I'm sorry, you asked him too. What was that last one?
No, he answered my last question
He
of
did?
where do
Yeah.
we go from here?
Where do we go
Okay.
from here?
Okay, so guys, I'm also sensing a part three to this. Jay does work. So if he has it in his schedule, I would love to do a part three. And this one will be with Jay, Erica, and his daughter, all of us on this panel. So we can, because I want Erica's apology to be as loud as that cheer. Baby daddy's y'all right. I want it to be super loud where we all got to cover our ears. I want accountability to be loud. I don't believe in just doing things in private because that chant wasn't in private, right? The whole world saw it for years. And for it to be resurfaced, where she's right, that woman has gained 8 million views on that video. There's 8 million more haters out there that think that Jay is a piece of shit, okay? And we're not gonna, and you guys know what I do. When I hear that women are bashing men, I get to the bottom of it. And if I can correct it and fix it, I will. So okay. We're gonna move on. Ray Ranger, you're on with Jay. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh man, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You sure can. If the next
Okay,
person say can
okay,
we
Yes, we
hear,
can hear
I'm gonna
you.
kick you off. We can hear you.
okay. So, damn, what was my question? So, here's my question. Oh yeah, did you do you have any other kids outside of her?
Mm.
And and if so, like when you started like being a boyfriend or fiance or daddy to another family, do you feel like that's when the shift changed? That's if you have any other kids.
So I do. I have another child, and it's no. To answer the second part, no. That no. Uh-uh.
Okay, so now let's all keep it real. Like I do believe she does have feelings for you because I have a majority of a lot of female friends, and I know how women think. Most of women, most people in my family are women, so I know how women think. I think she does have feelings for you. Now, if she had said something earlier, let's say like maybe 5, 6 years ago, would you have given that like another chance?
To be in a relationship, or like to actually just be the cordial part.
Like if she admitted like she came forward like like maybe like halfway through, maybe like just say 10 years ago, because your daughter's like 22, 23. I think that's what you guys said. Let's say like 5, 10 years ago, if she had came forth like, let's say, hey, I'm still like after she got married, her husband died, whatever, she said, I still have feelings for you, this, that, and third. If she had came forth and said something to you, if she actually had enough balls to put herself out there to you, would you have thought about it or given you and her another chance?
If
Like, do you have feelings towards her, like a little bit still?
Nah, no,
Okay.
I've moved on. But to answer what you're saying, I'll answer what you're saying in kind of two parts. after everything happened with her marriage, if she tried to reach back out to me saying, "Hey, I'll just say this like super duper general." If she reached out like, "Hey, let's try again." Again, I'm that's like as basic and as general. Let's maybe we can work. My response would have, I for one, I would have told her, "You need time to heal from your marriage." Definitely, because boyfriend, girlfriend, and marriage, that's two different things. That's complete. That's I've never been married, but that's different. So I would have had to know that she was completely healed if she wanted to pursue a relationship. But even still, just the cordialness, like, let's conversate, let's keep things more healthy, or I don't like the way that this is, I didn't like when you said this, or I shouldn't, if she said I didn't like what I said or whatever, again, that's never a problem. Our communication.
Okay.
I hope I
Oh,
answered you.
Okay. Hold
okay,
on, Ray
and
Ranger. We ain't gonna,
I'm
we
sorry.
gonna be here all night, man. If I let you keep the mic, did you want to ask him
My
one more
bad.
thing?
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, you for real right now. But did you have one more question for him? Is that what you was about to do?
I did have one more.
Okay, I let it go. Go ahead, man.
Okay, you have another child now. Has your other child been interested in meeting their other sister, or has your daughter been interested in meeting your other child? Like, or have they asked about each other, or do you feel like it's one of those situations to where it's not healthy enough for that to happen?
I want them to meet. I swear I think about that all the time. I want them to meet. But my other child she's young. So she's 2. So my oldest daughter knows, but you can't talk to a 2-year old like you would a 19-year old either. I say things like your sister, and you look like your sister, or you act just like your sister. Both of y'all get hot the same, or get nosebleeds, and so and so and so and so.
Wow. That was a good question, Ray. I'm not gonna kick you off now. I like that, Ray. Okay, so hold off. We got another person that's on. Tay, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so Tay, you're on with Jay. We have Tay, Jay, everybody rhyming today. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tay.
Hi, Jay. I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement as a child who grew up with divorced parents. My mom didn't bash my dad. I just had my own internal issues about the divorce in general and leaving states and all that stuff. So just hold out hope, because I will say, when I felt like talking to my dad again, I was a young adult. So just hold out hope. She'll come around. And when she does, she's going to be stuck to you like glue, because I call my dad 3 times a day now as a whole grown adult. So just keep your head up.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm waiting on it.
Oh, look, he said call him. Well, you guys are definitely asking good questions. So I want to veer off a little bit. So Jay, this is what I was talking to you about. So when I told you I went on to Erica's Facebook, I saw a lot of things that I did not. Wait, hold on. Somebody's coming to the stream late. Hold on. Wait, before I go on, Extra Money, are you there? And what's your name? You want us to call you Extra Money? Can you hear us? Extra Money, we see you on video, but you're not speaking. Can you guys see him?
We can see him.
Yeah, I can see him, but I can't hear nobody.
I can't hear anything
Yeah, I
neither.
can't hear him.
And
Okay,
I just took my phone off mute.
Well, Extra Money is saying you have yourself on mute.
Dude, take the mute off.
Yeah, he got to unmute his mic.
Hold on, he must got Boost. I know that's Boost Mobile. I know it. I can see it.
Nah, that's that Metro piece of ish. But you know what I'm saying, we gonna keep it for rental advisory.
D, remember D? I'm just playing. Extra Money, can you hear us? We still can't hear you. He's smiling and everything. Hold on. Can you hear us?
Yeah, he's 24 karat in the grill, but I don't hear nothing.
Extra Money, you got me. You got us on mute. You have to unmute yourself. Come on now, man.
We can't hear you, baby.
My son jumped on here for the clout. That's crazy.
Okay. So Extra Money, whenever you get your volume ready, we'll go. So Jay, let me ask you this. So when I told you that I think that she had feelings for you still, there was something I saw on her Facebook just 2 years ago. So I mean, to me that wasn't like 10 years ago like she claimed, but she had said something about you, and I wanted to get your clarification on this. And this is what she said verbatim. She said, this nigga has missed every graduation she's ever had. Didn't start paying child support until my cheer went viral. His ugly ass mama, I told her about that I'm going to get a lawyer because I won't be broke her senior year and shit. I told her, thank you for all the things you've done. Told her I would bring this girl to see her. Do you know this bitch had the nerve to call my child? You know, on the motherfucking cell phone that I paid for. And he said, your mama can't just be coming to my house when you feel like it. Bitch, first of all, I'll be at the Ritz-Carlton. Second of all, fuck you, girl. Then she said, that's why they don't know what school she goes to. And I ain't telling them shit. Might even send their ass an invite to the wrong school. Do you remember? So it sounds like she wasn't even going to invite you to her graduation. But she said you missed every graduation. Is that true?
God
Damn.
damn.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh shit.
Hey, y'all all mute your stuff except Jay? Because y'all over here with all these sound effects.
Damn, she
What?
just ran you through the mud on this one.
I'm serious. She
It's public.
nuked
It's
you,
on
bro.
Facebook. But Jay, what do you have to say about that, sir?
So
Oh.
what happened with her high school? She switched high schools because she moved
Mhm.
to wherever she moved to. No, I didn't attend I didn't attend her high school's graduation because apparently something was going on with the administration and he kept moving the dates around. And again, by me being, so far away, it's not like I'm right next door or, an hour or so away. Like I need
Right.
to know in advance, like it's going to be on this day. I did see it online. I hated it to see it that way, but I got to see it. I would
And
have much rather been there. But the date of her high school graduation, it was moved around a lot
okay.
for whatever reason. I guess COVID or whatever reason. But it was like it. That's an administration thing that they had going on with the school.
Wait, so your daughter was class of 2020 or 2019?
Um, 21.
2021?
Yeah,
So yeah. So I know with COVID, a lot of schools changed the date. So
Mhm.
you weren't prepared. They didn't give you a solid date and stuck with that date 3 months in advance. They kept changing it to the last minute. Is that what you're saying?
right. Yeah,
Okay, so she didn't add that. But then she goes on to say, and before a motherfucker comes on my shit talking noise, know these facts about my sorry ass baby daddy. And again, this was 2 years ago. And this is why I feel like she's in love with you because she can't keep talking about you. I don't get it. But she
that's
says
crazy.
he only has one
Yeah, I ain't
child.
even gonna lie.
And this was 2 years ago. She said, one, he only has one child. Two, I have 3 jobs. So miss me with that dumb shit. Three, the same way he donated half his chromosomes, he needs to donate half of what it takes to take care of her. Four, she is 16 and owns a fucking Mercedes. I want to stop there. Now, you know your daughter. How would your daughter be able to own a Mercedes at 16? Did you know that she owned a Mercedes at 16? I never heard
No,
of that. Yeah.
unless she meant she did. Unless the mom meant she had a Mercedes.
No, she said your daughter did. She said your daughter is
Oh,
16 and owns is in capital letters, a fucking Mercedes. Then she said
uh,
five. He's only required to pay 103 a month, and he is 12K behind. Six, the money will actually be spent on his child. My mortgage is 1,200 a month, and let's not forget lights, gas, water, 3 cell bills, car note,
Mhm.
insurance, credit cards, blah blah blah. What the fuck else would I spend it on? And then seven, I tagged my child, so ask her how bum of a fucking father he is, bitch. And she tagged your
that's
daughter's
crazy.
name. Yeah,
That's
and this is
crazy.
what she
So
said
she
two
That's
years ago
Jerusalem
publicly.
all over again.
So what
Wow,
do you think
that
about
Mm-mm-mm.
that?
that is
Okay,
crazy.
okay, hold on, sound effect crew.
All
Hold on,
right,
guys.
I'm sorry.
Jay, after me reading that, and this is coming from Erica L. Frazier, how do you feel about that
Mm-mm-mm.
and the fact that she tagged your daughter in this?
that's crazy. She stunned on me big time.
Mm-hmm.
She, I don't know. I don't
Mm-mm.
know if she felt pressured because what you just read, it sounds like she's trying to make a statement. Like, I got this. Like you saying something. She making a statement, which I don't know why. Like, if that's what again, this is me. This is my personality. Again, I'm very, black. I'm very nonchalant. I'm chill. I'm like, okay, whatever. But if that's what she felt that she needed to do, if she felt that she needed to let the world know that she got all of these things, and that's what's going on with her, then okay, that's you. I'm not gonna post none of that because that ain't for
Okay,
nobody to know.
Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to say. She said this about 4 months ago. This is how recent this post is. September of 2022. She said, seeing all these fathers on the field with their daughters just makes me cry. I know I don't post much about it, but I finally come to accept the fact that my girls will never have a father. I don't mean heavenly father, as they always have, but a physical father. To you women that have an active father in your kids' lives, I don't care if he does one thing a year. You better appreciate it. She said she didn't care if you did one thing a year, but then she turns around and bashes you for doing not enough in a year, which means that I honestly feel that she still cares about you a lot, because for her to say this about you when you're literally one call away, when literally you have been reaching out to your daughter, it means that either your daughter's not telling her anything, which I wouldn't believe it. I honestly think that your daughter, that Erica makes it seem like your daughter is her bestie, her friend, because to give her a cell phone at a young age, for her to own a fucking Mercedes at 16, that sounds like a sister and mother, a mother thinking that her daughter is like her friend, her bestie, her sister, when really that's your child. I think she still cares about you a lot, but she said give credit to those who do one thing a year. She told us on my show last week that you made a payment after the cheer, but said that's all you did. Well, that's one thing, right? So do you get where I'm saying now, Jay? Do you now see that maybe she still has feelings and she's not good at expressing them?
Yeah, I get your point now. It's well received.
And again, this is all on her Facebook and it's public. One thing I told Erica is whatever you make public is fair game. I can use it. And every time she said a rant like this, Jay, she tagged your daughter. I don't think your daughter should have been a part of this. I think if Erica really did care about your daughter, she would not have kept her in the loop about the bad things. She would have said, well, your dad is trying. He lives in another state. But I do want to let you know that she did agree to work it out with you when I asked her if she could. And I did reach out to her. So I would love to do a part 3 with all 3 of you. I know you work. We can make this next week. And on this one, I want there to be some apologies. You never said anything bad about her, but she spent 3.5 hours saying a lot of bad about you. And just like
And
everybody in,
crying and crying.
oh
I
yeah,
ain't
she
even
did a
gonna
lot, a
lie.
lot of crying,
And she
and which
felt attacked.
and she was probably smiling and looking in the mirror when she was crying.
I'm trying to tell you, boy.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
she paint
um,
that picture hard on you, man. Hard.
she did, Jay.
Picasso. Picasso.
Okay, now,
Definitely
Mm-mm.
boy, you
Picasso.
was falling asleep, D. Okay,
No, I
so
wasn't.
anyways, Jay, your time, she did tell me that you would never do this. She said you would run. If everybody remembers last week when I asked her about him, she said he
Yep.
would not do this. You're a quiet guy. You don't like to be out in the open.
And he's
So
private.
this is
She
the total
spoke on you
opposite.
like she knew you your whole
Oh,
life.
y'all, can I finish? Damn.
My bad,
Oh,
You
my
know,
Daph.
Jay,
bad.
usually I don't have any sound effects. I don't know where this came from today, but I'm just playing, guys. But no,
Mm-mm.
Jay, I honestly want to say thank you, because I know that it hasn't been easy for you. And all these things I'm telling you, you didn't know, but her family knew. You know, the family that follows you as your friend. I'm sure her mother and aunt saw, and your daughter, they all saw that post that she made just a few months ago. The post she made 2 years ago, it was on her Facebook. So they saw it and told you nothing. So either mom and aunt are there to see what you are doing. That would mean that she knows a lot about your life already, because mothers are not going to keep that from their daughter, right? She did tell me that when her mom and aunt heard my show last week, they felt like I attacked her and your daughter, which I didn't. So I just wanted to clear that air. But one thing I want to say to you, Jay, is in the event that you guys all come together and that you guys are able to be cordial, do you think that you and Erica can ever get that friendship back, or is it damaged beyond repair after hearing all this stuff now?
I mean, if she down for it, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. You know, as I said earlier, if she wants to sit down and talk like two adults, then we can do that. Now, I mean, if she gonna get with all this with everything else with the hollering and name calling and my ears gonna turn off.
I heard that. Okay. Well, looks like extra money's on it. Extra money, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you real
Okay.
good.
Wow. Okay. He must have got the iPhone now. There you go. I know you got 2 or 3 phones on your extra money. So extra money, you are on with Jay. Go ahead and ask him a quick question, sir.
I just want to tell him, yo, it take a lot of bravery to come up here and talk to the public about your problems, man. And I just want to tell Miss Daphne, keep up the great work. And I just want to
Yeah.
talk to you personal, one on one. That's it.
Okay, it's gonna cost you extra money.
Okay.
I'm messing with you, man. That's your name. You know how to tick on you. Okay, no problem. And as you can see, Jay, you do have support from people. And had Erica have come,
Absolutely.
she had came on the show calm, collective, and said, "Hey, this is what it is." Maybe we wouldn't have had our revelations on her, but she was really loud from the beginning. And again, I'm sorry you had to go through this, Jay. And again, guys, he didn't have to do this show with me, but he does have to go to work tomorrow. So guys on the panel, I'm gonna give you guys one more chance to ask Jay a last question, and then Jay, we will wrap up, and then I'm gonna wrap the show up. So we'll start with D, because he has his medicine in his hand. Go ahead and go now, man. Go ahead, D. Daquan. Go
No,
ahead.
I just
Oh,
wanted
it
to.
ain't even that funny. See, that medicine
What you
good. What you got?
mean?
You must,
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm
Down
actually
D.
Go ahead.
smoking on some banana kush right now.
See,
It's a
guys, he
hybrid
eating it,
strain.
and he the kind of person that say that's fruit. But go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But overall, it's no question. I just want to give a compliment and commend him on his composure and the way he actually just handled himself within this situation.
Okay,
I
hold
mean,
on.
thus far.
D, stop. Guys, can you all mute your phone, please? Everybody mute. Okay, go ahead, D.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to give a compliment on commending him on his composure and how he handled the situation overall. It's a battle that every black man goes through in life right now. So I just want to let him know, keep up the good fight. We here with you.
I heard that. You can stick around too. I have to let him go now because he has to get up in the morning. This man has a job.
hmm
Next, we're gonna go to
So do I.
Ray. Ray, last minute question, Ray. Not questions with an S, but without the S. Go
All
ahead,
right.
sir.
I just want to give a statement. Listen, me personally, I don't think a friendship really should should work. And the reason why I said is because you're okay with just being friends. You're not looking for a relationship. And unfortunately, when women don't get what they want, especially if she still has feelings for you, all of a sudden she could turn around and make another post which could damage you financially, or people may look at you differently, your work job, whatever. I think right now you should just be cordial. But me personally, I think you should not be friends. You should be cordial. Just as me personally.
I heard
You
that.
need
Okay.
to nip that in the bud.
Okay. Next we have D. Go ahead, D.
Hey, I just want to appreciate your guest for being on and telling his side of the story. And my prayers go out to you, sir, and your family and your children, your daughter. And I just have you all just have peace and comfort. Okay. You have a good night.
You too, D. And
I'll,
next
I'll
we
be here.
have. Okay, yeah, you can hang back. Okay, Terrence, you're next. Go ahead.
What was the major takeaways from everything that just happened? Like, did you have any like lessons that you learned from this?
Lesson? Not really. I mean, our personalities are just like so different. I just don't see why she felt the need to just go all out like that. So I
Mm,
mean, as far as the lesson though, I mean, I like I said, I ain't mad at it. I don't hate it. Ain't nothing like that at all.
mm. And you know what?
Mm-mm,
You know
that's
what, Jay?
respect.
I failed as a person asking questions. I didn't ask her if you guys were to repair it, would she think of you differently? She was just so loud. I rode that train, so that's my fault for not even asking her. But thank you for that. I'm glad you addressed that. We also have okay. Look, the I was going in order, and I'm trying to see who will be next. Extra money. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask him real quick?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you
No.
hang back. Next, we have T. T. Last question to him.
I just want to say, when I was listening to her, we found out that she was traumatized. Some things that she didn't tell you about. And I just ask that you pray in your heart to be the bigger person and realize that a hurt person hurt people.
Hurt people. Yeah.
And and she don't know how to communicate. So have patience because at the end of the day, it's not about her. It's about your daughter. That's all I ask. And I'm gonna definitely keep you on my prayers. And I am so sorry that happened to you. Seriously.
And you can hang back, T, if you want. But I'm glad you mentioned
Okay.
that, T. So again, Jay, we talked about this before we did the show, but the whole podcast knows what she said last week. I did not tell her to say it. It blindsided me, but she said something happened to her when she was 11, and I shared that with you. Now, Jay, does that upset you that she did not tell you? She told me and YouTube before telling you something that happened when she was 11, and it was something very detrimental that she should have got help and told you about. How did that make you feel when you found out that she held back on not telling you that?
I mean, I wish she would have said something. Or maybe she wasn't thinking about it at the time. I don't know how she felt at the time. Maybe it wasn't at the forefront of her mind. But yeah, I wish she would have said something. I don't know if she said that to any other person that she's been with either.
Well, she said she hasn't. When she told us on the show last week what happened to her when she was 11, she said this was her first time saying it, and I can't even tell you if I believe that, because why did I get that information? Why me? Why YouTube? That's something I would have never told someone over YouTube before telling someone like that I made a child with. So had she have told you that, I think you would have moved differently, because we all know what the letter R is. We know what that word is, and we know that that's very detrimental to a woman. If they don't get help, if they don't get counseling, then they will bottle that up and take it out on the next man, which is why that share came about. That's past trauma, not just you. So I think if she told you, Jay, you would have moved differently. But I'm glad you brought that up too, T. I told him before this show. He found out the first time on today, before we did the show, what she did not tell him years ago. And I think that's very selfish, but that's another story. So anyways, guys, we'll move forward. Next, we do have someone that is very important to me. His name is Roger, the Roger Report. He's the person that got me on with YouTube. He's the one that started me out years ago telling me to do this, and I ignored him, and I finally did it. So I want you guys to welcome the Roger Report, who is on. And the Roger Report, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. Of course, I love you and appreciate you, sister. I love you and appreciate you. And matter of fact, hit me later on if you got a chance, or hit me tomorrow if you get a chance.
Okay, no problem.
I just want to say, okay, I just want to say, basically, salute to you, brother. I haven't been listening all that long, but I've heard some of the stuff that has gone down. I'm not a stupid man, and I see patterns of behavior.
Mhm.
When people are going through things like this, it's usually because, number one, the woman is doing something that may have nothing to do with you. When a woman keeps a child from a father, at a certain age, she got to get the child to buy into something. So, the fact that she's tagging her daughter in certain scenarios, that's telling me she's trying to convince her daughter of a story she painted. Because if the daughter is not really in contact with you, then the only thing she knows is what her mom is saying. And then, whatever she puts out there publicly, it seems like evidence. It's not actual evidence. It's just some story she told. But a person would take it like it's evidence, especially a child, who's don't really have full communication with their father. Now, what this tells me, because I see this so much, you're probably being a pretty good father, but the mother doesn't want the daughter to know that. And because of what she's actually doing to damage the relationship with your child, she now has to set things up so the family members are convinced that you're this horrible person. So I see a person painting a picture with a brush. Yeah, I'm not saying she's going about it in a very good way, because people buy into BS so much. And just a part of American society, people have lied on black men so much, people are jumping at a chance to hate a black man. So to say that you don't love your daughter, or you're not there for your daughter, just gives people something to jump at that they already been trained to do. Because most of us been trained to be white supremacists anyway, and a lot of us don't break free from that. So I see this pattern all the time. I don't even think this is really about you, but she has to paint a picture so the family will believe it, and she has to make it where your daughter's not going to keep in contact with you enough to really know what's going on. She got to sever that tie in order to maintain this particular story, especially because your daughter is growing higher in age. Now, and I don't want to put something negative on you and your daughter, but see, I'm looking at this through non-biased eyes. When you do get a chance, definitely talk to your daughter and figure out where that Mercedes came from. Because I'm just not going to sit here and say the mother's paying for this. And I do know there is also a pattern of women who allow their children to deal with adult males that they have no business dealing with, because they're going to buy them stuff and they're going to not have to worry about certain financial concerns. If I had a daughter out there and somebody told me my 16-year-old daughter has a Mercedes, I'm a little bit concerned. Because even if you get an old Mercedes, the maintenance on that is pretty high. I don't know how a 16-year-old paid for that. So
you
I,
saying
you know what I'm
she
saying?
was
And I'm not
capping?
trying to. What was that question?
So do you think she was capping when she said that to sound like everything's going great?
No, no. I would hope she's capping. I definitely would hope she's capping. But see, if it was me, my thoughts automatically goes to, does she have my daughter with her some grown man that's 25, 26, 27 years old? Is that how she's getting the money to pay for the car?
Didn't think of that. So Jay, what are your
Mm.
thoughts? Because one thing about the Roger Report, he's seen it all. He definitely advocates for men too. He does what I do. He's the one that put me on. So Jay, hearing everything from his point of view, do you think there's a lot of truth to that?
I mean, for one, I don't even know if her having a Mercedes was true or not. I really don't think it was at all because, as far as I know, she got her first vehicle when she got in the military, which is why I said that may have been her mother's car.
Okay, so her saying verbatim, my daughter owns a Mercedes and she's 16. That I think that was all capped to sound like I made that happen. She said she was working 3 jobs, which I don't know if that's true, but I'm glad that you clicked that up. Roger, did you have anything else you wanted to say to him?
You know what? I'm gonna leave it right there. But brother, do me this favor. Do not worry about the part you can't control. Just do the best with
Mm-mm.
the part you can control.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
Thank you so much, the Roger Report. We definitely appreciate you guys. Please make sure you follow him. He's a really good guy who put me on. It took years for me to listen to what he was saying, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have this podcast. So you guys will know where I got it from. Okay. So Roger, if you want to stick around, you can.
We
We
appreciate you,
also have
OG.
Sweeney. Sweeney, you're on. Go ahead and ask Jay a question.
All right. Hey, what's going on, celebrity?
Man, if you don't answer that question, but man, you know time is limited. Come on now.
I know. First of all, I got three things to say. First of all,
Oh
celebrity,
man.
I did not know you was doing this show today. I'm on date night right now. When I seen this, and I watched the last show, I was like, I can't believe
Mm-mm-mm.
she's doing this show right now. Cause I showed no comment and said I was gonna call in.
Well,
Uh, the second
Jay was working.
the second thing I wanted to say is that I found it very interesting that when it was her turn, when she wanted to tell her story and everything she wanted to say, she had no problem with going live, talking to all of us on YouTube, going on your platform, even to the point where she invited her daughter to shit on her father. She
Mm-hmm.
found no problem with that. But the moment you spoke to the father and got another story, now all of a sudden she like, I don't consent to you talking about us. I found that interesting. So, brother, trust me, I understand. Like, it's fucked up. Secondly, I do because, like I said, I'm just now tuning in. But I just want to give you, bro. I understand, man. I'm a father myself. I guess I'm a baby daddy myself. Where I've had my baby mother, speak ill on my name, even though I didn't find out about my child until he was 2 years old.
Mm.
So I understand, like, it's tough out there, and there's a lot of dudes that will sit there and say, "I holler at my kid when they turn 18."
damn.
And I don't know if you know this, but Kanye West said he didn't understand what was going on until he spoke to his father as an adult. So I just recommend, look, whatever bridges you need to mend with your daughter, you just gonna have to do it yourself, bro, and talk to her as an
Mm-hmm.
adult because everything she's heard as a kid, it's definitely detrimental. I've had my baby mama do the same to me, where she tried to turn my own son against me. It didn't work because he spent a lot of time with us during the summer and during all his breaks, so it kind of changed the way he's seen us. But like the reality is that the only thing you can do is go on, move forward, and talk to your child from here on out. Even with my own dad, like she even one of the things that your daughter said that kind of hit home to me was that she talked about how she asked you for some money for, I can't remember exactly what it was for.
Drum. It was
A
a drum
drum
hit.
line, a drum head.
Drumline, right. And I had the same problem with my dad where I asked him for some money for prom. The difference between me and you, I guess, is that my me and her was that my dad actually promised me the money. He said he had me. And I was so upset with my dad. But then one day when I was an adult and I realized how hard it was to take care of a child, and I spoke to my father, I finally understood. He just didn't have it. And that's when I called my dad and I told him, I understand. When I became a father myself, I told him, I understand. You just didn't have it. But it wasn't for lack of trying. It wasn't for lack of him wanting to see me. He always talked, he always called me. He always wanted to be on the phone with me and everything. It was just, and I understood. So that's all it takes is that for her to sit there and really understand that, hey, look, it wasn't for a lack of trying. I may not have had the money for you. It is what it is. But that don't mean that I can't be a dad to you. So that's all. I just wanted to give you those words of encouragement, bro. That look, my father was in the same position as you. I didn't, you know what I mean? I had issues with my dad until I actually sat down, was in the same position he was in, and then I was able to call him and say, hey, look, I understand. Because I'm in that position. And we was
Wow.
cool from that point to the day he died. When
Wow.
when I lost my father, we had a great conversation before he died. So that's all it takes, bro. It's just talk to your daughter. She'll understand.
Well, we want to say thank you for taking time out of your date. We still hope you get the draws. You might not, because women love when the attention's on them. So you might not get no draws tonight, but we respect your words, okay?
Hey, look, I'm home before my wife. So be good.
Okay. Okay, hey, look. Thank you so much for what you said. And Jay, do you want to respond to what he just said?
No, I understand. I mean, like I said, I'm here. Whenever she's ready, I'm here.
We'll definitely make that happen, and we will. We will definitely make that happen. So, I wanted to say, Latoya, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to put you in timeout. I was making you a moderator. We'll talk about that later. Latoya, reach out to me on Instagram. But guys, again, I just wanted to tell you guys that Jay took time. He does have to go to work tomorrow, and I'm hoping that after this, I can reach out to his daughter and Erica and see how they feel about coming together first, maybe offline, and then maybe we can have a healing show where we can then say we're all choosing to be cordial, right? That can happen, but again, we know that Jay is ready for that, but they have to be ready too. Now, if they say no, then we know that they were just wolfing on my show to make it sound good. Jay, we want to say thank you, man, because you didn't come on here with no hostility. Can y'all mute y'all? I'm hearing a lot of construction. Can y'all mute?
I hear open the door closed. Can y'all mute that?
Cleaning, doing the cabbage patch. Just mute your phone for me while I talk, okay? But no, what I'm saying is what Jay did, a lot of people don't do. They usually run. And I want to say thank you to Jay. Now, if Erica tells me that she will not come on the show and F me and all this, then I know where we stand. But now we know where we know Jay's side. Okay. Nobody's perfect. No relationship is perfect. But I honestly feel like Erica saw the red flags with his time, with the situation they were in. If she had said that he was living adjacent to his school, I would have said that's the first red flag. The man is in school. Let him get his degree. Let him get that big job, and bam, you can pop out some babies. But she made it seem like everything was flowers. I can hear the violins in the background, but that wasn't the truth. So Jay, you have my number now, Jay. We will stay in contact. And Jay, if you need to talk and vent, I am a mental health advocate for men. I would love to talk to you. I don't think you have any issues, but I think there's things that you did not tell me. You're holding back. You're telling me you told me everything, but I still feel in my heart that there's some things you respect her so much that you didn't want to say it out on here, and I respect you for that. You ain't even got to tell me if I'm right, because I know I'm right. So we will definitely talk again outside of this, and I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. I know you get off, you said at 4. If they're
Yeah.
willing to do a phone call tomorrow, and then maybe next week we can set up a show, we'll get that done. It's Super Bowl weekend, so I don't want to do a show on the weekend. That's why I'm glad you actually allowed me to do it tonight. So Jay, you get you some rest, man, and we will talk again tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys. Again, say thank you to Jay, and this is just it's going to continue. We would be talking again. So Jay, have a good
Thanks,
night.
Jay.
Thank you, Jay. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.
We praying for you, baby.
Good night.
You say,
Thank
baby,
you.
somebody gonna be in your inbox. That's my man. No, I'm saying, okay. Thank you, Jay.
Hey, I was gonna ask if he put a little photo up. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about that.
Well, I don't think
Uh-oh.
Jay is in a relationship, correct, Jay?
He got a whole
Correct.
marriage.
Okay, see, he said that loud too, correct? Because he's trying to get the draws too. Okay, Jay, so you have you a
Oh
good night,
shit.
sir.
All right.
Well,
Okay,
you see
but
my face, Jay.
Uh-oh.
you crazy. Okay, guys. So again, I'm sorry, guys, that I'm sorry for doing this show so late tonight, guys. But this was the only time he could do it. He works tomorrow until 4, and that would have been too late. We know that this is Super Bowl weekend. I love football. So I'm a sports person. I want to watch. I want to watch sports. But
Who you running
guys,
with,
listen.
Daphne?
I don't know if anybody reached out to Erica. I did. I reached out to her. I sent her the link. I don't think she attended, but when typically I think she knows about this show because we know that her daughters and everybody was on YouTube when the show was over last week and she was going at it with y'all. So I'm positive she knows I had a show tonight. Can y'all mute y'all? Now I knew that
That
was you.
wasn't me.
D.
That
Yeah, that's
was
what I
not
thought.
Me.
me.
Somebody having a
D.
party.
D. I
That
watched you.
wasn't me.
Stop. Okay, D. So D's
No,
in denial right now. It's the meds. It's the banana kush.
that
But
wasn't
guys,
me.
it was you,
No,
man. I
I'm
watched you.
sorry. It was
Stop.
me. My son was pulling in the driveway. I'm sorry.
Dang. So let me
See,
blame
look
D.
at
Okay,
you.
D. I'm sorry,
Sorry.
D. Okay. But guys,
It's all
look.
good.
Guys, what I'm trying to say is this wasn't easy. It's rare that I get people to come on and say their side. People do run from the truth, y'all. Y'all know how it is. If anybody had reached out to Erica, I know some of you guys said you reached out to her on Facebook. I actually sent this link to her. I know she saw it. I know she got it, but she was probably shocked that Jay was on. And usually when someone comes on and says, well, that didn't happen and that didn't happen, they're really not going to get on and say, well, yeah, I lied. So I just want to make sure you guys know the truth about everything. I tell people before I give them a session, I need the truth. And if you don't tell me the full truth about your life, I cannot help you. And I think when I tell you to tell me about your life, you have to tell me the things that you think are hurting you in order for me to move forward. But when you hide a whole baby, a whole child, I just can't respect someone that hides their kids, especially one that is bashing someone because he's not trying to see his kid, yet you're hiding your kid. Erica just didn't
Mm.
want to look bad having three men, 3 kids by 3 men. I mean, that doesn't look good on paper, right? But one of those were her husband, so I never count him. But we know that she has 2 baby daddies, and if you want to add the late husband, 3 men, and she has 3 kids. So my thing is, why would you lie? When people lie about things like that, then I really can't believe everything you said after that, right? We know that Jay is a really good guy, and that is going to be what I'm sticking by. He's a man that probably made some mistakes in life, but one thing he didn't do was he didn't bash Erica. Now, most men I talk to, they would love to say how much their baby mama needs to, lay under a big truck and let the truck drive over her. Men think like that, but he never once, came off of his chair. He stayed seated. So somebody like Jay is rare because the men I talk to, they hate their baby mamas because of what they did. It's traumatizing when you talk about a man like that and you're not being honest. So I honestly think there will be a part 3. It might not be all 3 of them. Maybe only one might want to go on or 2, but we're gonna get to the end of this because I want to make sure this family is healed. Um, it isn't easy, guys. It isn't easy. But one thing I don't like are people who chase clout. I
Trying
think
to tell you.
if you're trying to be famous, if you're trying to go viral for the right shit.
Right
Don't
reason,
go
not the
viral for
wrong
being
ones.
toxic. Don't go
Mm.
viral for being bitter. And one thing Erica told us last week is I'm not a bitter baby mama, but she just said a few months ago that this man was a bitch. His mama was ugly. You never insult people like that. When you have that much hate for someone that you haven't seen in years, that means that they're still in your heart. That means that you still love them. And Erica, I honestly feel you still love Jay. And I think Jay is a calm, collective guy. And I think he balanced you
Mm-hmm.
out. And you're supposed to get better as you get older. But Erica, you're acting like you're still in high school. You're acting like
Yeah,
a maniac. You need to tone it down. And you need to do good for all 3 of your kids. All 3
that's
of
a
them,
fact.
Erica.
That's a fact.
And I would recommend to women, do not tell your personal business on Facebook if you don't want people to talk about it. Anytime you post things public, it is
Absolutely.
free game.
There you
If I
go.
went on Facebook right now and said my address and somebody showed up, I asked for that attention, right? We know what happens.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Damn right.
At the end of the
Absolutely.
day, at the end of the day,
But we
most of
ain't
my
worried, Daph.
content,
You know you keep the Glock ready. That ain't
I
nothing.
sure do. But
Right.
one thing,
You know
Definitely
you
be
keep
ready to
that
go
on you.
in.
I ain't even worried about
now
that.
D,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'm
D,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna
all
I
the
ask
way
you
to
wish
about
a
something.
bitch
Chicago where you
would.
at, sis.
But I
I heard
got a
it's kind of
question
rough
I don't
out
though.
know
there.
nothing about D. D, look, rolling up right there on video. D, wow,
You
D.
damn
Now,
right.
if we hear banging and get down, remember, guys, we didn't see nothing. Okay,
Listen, I
that's
ain't got no
I'm
search
cutting
warrants. I
off.
told you I'm a free man.
We gonna say we thought he had the movie Juice on. That's Tupac
No,
right
I'm
there. Roll it
good.
up.
Look,
Anyway, guys.
This is legal. I'm Gucci.
But guys, look, I will be doing a follow up. I know that Erica's probably gonna hop in my inbox and say a whole bunch of stuff. If
Go
she
crazy.
if she wants to work this out, I am willing to work it out with them. I'm willing to offer free services. Again, I don't charge. Y'all know I don't charge. And it looks like Jay is still on here. Jay, you supposed to be off the stream. Jay, you
Yeah,
still
I'm
there?
listening. Oh, my bad. I
Oh
didn't know. Yeah, I'm
wow.
listening.
Look,
Yeah, go
Jay
ahead. I'm
Okay,
said
listening.
Jay, man,
Jay
go
It's
to
said
all
I
bed,
want
good.
to make
man.
Let,
You
sure.
go to
let,
but
sleep,
let, let
man.
my
Daphne,
son rock, Daphne. Let
Jay,
my
man,
son
go to
rock.
bed. You gotta sleep, man.
Let
Look,
my
right,
son rock. Let my son rock.
hey, Jay said forget work. I need to make sure they stay 10 toes
Daphne,
down on the
I'm
good
trying to
stuff.
tell you, we don't fold over here.
No, we
Come
don't.
on,
Hold
Daphne,
on.
I
son.
got a question though. I have a
Yes.
question. What I
Speak up,
did
my queen.
notice that she kept talking about $103. What is
Yes.
$103 for 3 kids? My baby daddy was a Cook County sheriff at one point for over 40 years when he died. And
Mm.
I didn't give a damn about the child support. Eventually, I took him to child support. But when I was receiving that $100, what I wanted you to do was spend time with your child.
There
I
you
didn't give a
go.
damn you was living with your mama. Okay, you got to work this day. Your mama got her. Oh, she going over your sister house. All right, you spending the night with her. You know what I'm saying? That's all I cared about was her
Communication.
getting to know her side of the family,
Mm.
Right.
Well,
building
you
a relationship with them. Right
well
now,
see.
that little
Having
girl
that
is about to
bond.
be 21, and everybody is coming to my house with my new husband, who I've been with for 16 years. They had a great
God bless
relationship
you.
with my baby daddy. You
God
get
bless
what I'm
you.
saying?
I
So when
do.
my baby daddy was in the hospital sick, my husband didn't care about me cooking dinner at 12 o'clock. Baby, can you warm it up? I got to get to the hospital with my baby daddy. Me and the
Mm.
kids going up there. He didn't care. And I think it goes back to, I don't want to say she still wants her baby daddy, but I want to, she wasn't healed. She wasn't healed.
I
I
have a
was that,
question. I have questions, not to
Mm.
cut you off, sister, but go ahead.
no problem. No problem. Go ahead.
I just have a question because I'm thinking like now we know she has 3 children,
Mm-hmm.
and not her husband that has passed, but maybe the other children's father. My question is, if she's banging on the young man, what about the second baby daddy?
Hmm.
Like, is he's is
Maybe maybe we should get
I,
him on a show too because I have questions now, and this
I
is
have
why
For
questions.
real.
I'm still
We
I
stuck
need the
about the
whole
third child,
spectrum.
y'all.
look,
I'm still stuck.
let me tell y'all something. When Pusha T exposed Drake for having a child, right? Drake didn't have to do a song saying, "Oh, I wasn't hiding the world for you know
That
what
was a
Drake said,
classic,
right?"
though.
It took
It
him being,
was.
but hold on,
That was a classic.
it took him being exposed to then say, now I gotta flip it and make it sound good. So what I'm saying is, when she went on our show, when she went on the show and told us that she only had 2 kids, I asked her, what are their ages? You know, we got 20, we got 16. At the
Okay.
end of the day, at that point, she should have said I have 3 kids, but the third one isn't your business. She could have even said that. But the whole point is, I called her out on the baby daddies, and everybody heard me. Even Jay did. He went back and listened to the whole thing.
We
It's
got
the fact
receipts.
that she was not being honest. Remember when I told her, tell me about before you got pregnant, how it worked out with you and Jay. And she said, oh, he had a job and all that. So if I would have found out about the other kid, I would have asked her again, why do you think you picked this guy and had the same results? So we know she has 2
Absolutely,
baby daddies and a husband. Again, guys, I told you, you made bad choices with having kids when you knew you weren't ready, right?
absolutely.
She made it seem like that
Right.
was the only time she had a child and was not ready. Then she got married. So I thought, she learned from that first child. And then this one, she got married, had a kid, but he died of cancer. You can't help that. But no, she has 2 baby daddies. So the show would have went different if she had been honest. You can't sit there and give me bits and pieces, but you're telling us your baby daddy's whole life, how much he makes, how his mama is no good, and this and this and that. You guys heard it. So
Correct.
it's not fair for you to
Mm-hmm.
bash him, his life, but you're Drake all of a sudden. No, we're not hiding anything. So Erica, I know you're listening to this show. And I think that the fact that you're so quiet is shocking because we know that you love to talk. So I'm going to say this to you. After today, if you make any more Facebook posts about Jay, because I know what kind of man Jay is, and he's not what you have claimed. I have a bigger platform than you, Erica. You have the little couple thousand followers, but I got 87,000 followers on Facebook by myself. I
And
will.
counting.
Can you guys please mute? Because it's a serious moment, and I hate hearing background. Everybody mute, please. This is serious. Erica, I need you to understand that I went on your Facebook and I saw that for the past 7 years, you've done nothing but bash Jay in a bad light. And then you'll tag your daughter. And I asked you, do you bring your daughter in on the fuckery? You told me no. Did you not think I was going to look on your Facebook? Yeah, you blocked me. I know you blocked my 2 accounts because they have my real name, but you know nothing about my secret account. I was all on your Facebook. I have 42 screenshots. I also went to your family. There's like 30 different Frasers that follow you. And I got a lot of stuff that you didn't tell me. And I'm being nice right now. I'm being so nice and calm, but I'm a volcano. And you know what happens to volcanoes after a while, right? They erupt. So this is what I'm going to say to you, Erica. All I'm asking you to do is do the right thing, be a good woman, and do not say anything else about Jay, effective today. If I go on your Facebook and you hit about him in some type of way, I'm going to collage the 52 documents I have, and I promise you, it will make you delete TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And I won't be in trouble because a lot of it was hidden, but you made it public at one point. You think I'm stupid, Erica, and I'm not. And I told you, I warned you 2 days ago, do not fuck with me. I told you to be honest with me and I'll have your back 10 times, right? But you lied to me. And it wasn't just after meeting with Jay and talking to him, but there's some things that you lied about. Think about what you said a few years ago. Think about what you did a few years ago. I know what you did, and I have proof that you did it. Don't fuck with me. And I'm being very nice when I say don't fuck with me. You're going to do better. If you can't fix your attitude, I'm going to help you fix it. You won't be a comedian no more. You'll be called hidden treasure, because they wouldn't know where they're not going to know where you're at, because you're not going to want to be seen on social media. Because when the truth comes to light, people hide. And I guarantee you're going to hide for a long time. So I'm being nice to you right now, Erica. I warned you, and you made me dig deeper when I didn't have to dig, and you could have just told me. So again, I know who your mom is and who your aunt is, who your uncles. I know your whole family tree. And it's crazy because my mother was a Fraser. So we could even be related. I have family that's also from where you're at. So you never know what happens sometimes when God brings you to certain people. So I think you need to be humble. And I think that's why God brought you to me, because the stuff that I have right now in my arsenal, it's cocked and ready to go. All I need you to do is make me pull the trigger. And I'm not saying shoot you literally. I'm saying information dumping. All this information, people can find it, and I can drop the links where they can find it. Don't mess with me, Erica. I need you to do the right thing. So I'm going to say it one more time. Leave Jay alone. The only time you'll be talking to Jay is if we come together in a positive light. If you bash him on Facebook again and you tag your daughter, then I'm going to do what I have to do. And I'm being very nice, and I'm being very serious. I'm also going to text you just a little bit of what I have, just so you know I'm not to be fucked with. Okay? So that's the serious thought I want to say. And I'm not threatening you, but the things that you said about this man and calling his mother ugly, and I told you I don't even have my mother on this earth. How would you like it if you talked about your mother? How would you like it? Because no one knows who your mother is and who your aunt is and who your family is, but I do. What do you think it'd be fair for me to post what your mom looks like? You shouldn't be judging people's mothers. You have no room, Erica. You don't. His mother isn't ugly. She's a beautiful woman. And I saw her. Has a beautiful smile. You shouldn't bash people's mothers if you're done with them. That's all I'm saying. So his mother, his family is off limits. Jay's now my family. So if you fuck with Jay, you're fucking with me, and then we got a problem. So guys, I just wanted to say that. It's not a threat, but I'm extremely tired of women lying. And I didn't want to have to use my expensive tools to find the things that I found. And when I have to do that, when you could have just told me, it angers me. So guys, I'm really calm right now too. I'm not even mad, but I'm already putting the video together because the kind of person that Erica is, she's stubborn and she thinks I'm playing. And I think some people need to be shown. Remember when I told you guys she reposted her own video saying, I don't even want to be seen in that light, but she reposted it on January 24th of 2023? Well, she deleted it. So when I tell you guys that when I bring things up and people delete them and get rid of them, it's because I know what I was saying was true. She wanted the clout. When Erica's not being shared or posted or liked, she has to do something to bring that attention back to her in that negative light. I learned that from Erica. She used my show last week for clout, guys. I helped that woman go up 300 followers. I'm angry because I thought she was coming on the show to correct her attitude, but she used me, guys, for clout. And the 2 people that reached out to me and said she did it to them too, I have their statements. This is bigger than what you think. Erica played me. There isn't 4 funeral homes owned by the Frasers. She's a fucking liar. But what you will find on Facebook is 8 TikTok videos of her acting like a woman that works at a funeral home, and she's making jokes about the dead. That I don't play with. I just told you guys how My mother's been gone for a while. I don't think making fun of dead people is funny, especially when you're a mother of 3 kids. Okay? Especially when you had a husband die of cancer. How would you like it if someone made fun of someone that had cancer? It'd hit home, right? The jokes that she said on those 8 videos, it actually made me mad. And that's what made me go deeper. So there isn't a funeral home, but she does those skits called Fraser Funeral Home, where she acts like a woman working at the front desk and she clowns the dead. Oh yeah, they look ratchet. Oh, we'll fix their wig, and it's not funny. And maybe that's why she doesn't have a big following. So again, there all that stuff she told me was a lie, and I don't like to be lied to, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't deserve anything that she did to me. I thought she was coming on the show to be fair, and it was on a Sunday after she got out of church. So that just tells you that devils go to church too, guys. If y'all seen Vampire in Brooklyn, remember when the pastor came into the church and he said, "Damn, it's hot." All that smoke, that's her. She just came from church and lied her ass off that whole Sunday. So that just tells you guys a lot. She was just coming from church when I spoke to her and when she agreed to do that show, and she was a devil the whole time. Remember when she said that Jay was the wolf in sheep's clothing? She meant it was her. She had lied the whole show, guys. Only 40% of that show was the truth. The rest was a lie. And what hurts is that she brought her daughter into it. Her daughter lied about several things too. So again, guys, you got to be careful what you say, and you got to be careful what you did to people in the past, because they will go in my inbox and say, "Well, hey, do you have this? Let me send it to you." That's what happened. So guys, just know that, if you're doing right, you have nothing to worry about. But if you're doing wrong, you have everything to worry about. So guys, if anybody else wants to talk, I'll give you guys round table and then we're going to wrap it up. If Erica decides to act like a maniac tonight and inbox me like she did the first time, the threats and the capital letters, I will go live tomorrow before my Super Bowl weekend, and I will do what I got to do. Okay, it will be right here on YouTube. I will release the video. It'll be a premiere. Everybody pop your popcorn and we'll just have a blast. I don't care about the YouTube stuff. I really do only care about my major platforms, but I will create another YouTube tonight just so I can post it from there. I think that'd be smarter to do. And I will put the YouTube in my community chat on my real YouTube, and we'll post it there. That way, when she reports it, everybody save it on your phone, screenshot it, do what you got to do. It won't affect me. Okay? So round table, we will start with D, Banana Kushman. Did you have anything you had to say before we wrap up?
Nah, I'm just letting it be known. Messing with you is equivalent to a death sentence. You people need
No,
to
it's not.
understand that.
It's not.
I'm saying because it's just obvious. Like, if you're gonna make public statements and it's coming from that retrospect, you gotta understand accountability on how that's gonna come back on you. Karma's the biggest bitch at the end of the day, so it is what it is. That's more inevitable than taxes. So sooner or later, all of your actions are gonna catch up to bite you on your ass, whether you like it or not. So she really need to let it be known to make amends and try to fix situations more or less doing more damage to him.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what, B, you could be right. I think that it'd probably be easier to talk to the daughter than Erica. I think Erica at this point needs to. I would actually recommend she see a therapist because I think her issues are deep rooted. She might need some Ritalin. She might need some
Yeah,
Ativan, something to calm her
yeah.
nerves. I'm not being funny, guys. I don't
No,
diagnose. I recommend. I would recommend her see a therapist, and then she can see me for the coaching. I think his daughter. I think she's someone that can be fixed. And Jay, I know you're still on. Your daughter, man, she's beautiful. And what made me mad about Erica at the end, she said
serious.
your daughter was ugly. And man, we all attacked her. We did jump on her like a hyena. We jumped on her
I
like we the
went off.
cheetahs,
I
she the
said, "What are
hyena.
you
Oh, yes,
talking
we
about?"
Yeah,
did. We
remember?
like, you better not
So
tell that baby that.
and then she tried to retract. Y'all not letting me retract because you speak so much, you don't think. Women with
Exactly.
blabber tongues, they just roll off. Like, I don't think it was our business to know the sexual orientation of your daughter. Erica says too much that we didn't ask for, you know? We don't need to know that she's gay and that she's a tomboy. We knew she was a tomboy. I was a tomboy. I was just like her when I was young.
That's cool, but
But I wish
I
Me
my
tell
mother
too.
would
lesbians
say I was
Me
all the
ugly.
too.
time, "You look beautiful," and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean, and when she said that, Jay,
I
she
don't
felt
think
like we were
somebody
attacking
take
her feelings.
offense on something like that.
She did. She took it. She got mad at us for holding her accountable. But you should never disrespect your daughter's looks at all. Even if she calls herself ugly, that girl's not ugly. She's a beautiful girl. She's strong. But I think she was
Exactly.
protecting her mother because that's her mother. And I'm not gonna lie. If I was put on the spot, I'm a lie for my mom all the way through. I'm lying my ass off. And her being in the army, I know she knows how to do emotions. I know they're good at that, right? You have to be good at that. So
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, so we'll go with extra money. Anything else you wanted to say? Because Jay is still on. He said, forget work tomorrow.
I need to link up with you because I'm in a unique situation. I'm just trying to be a bigger person, man. I see that's the only way. It's the only way.
And you in the car saying this too, huh? Hope you're not on your way over nobody's house.
Nah.
Okay, we'll link up. You know how to reach out to me. Terrence, was there anything else you wanted to say? Terrence? Okay, Terrence is asleep. And I know D, you've been hanging on. D, was there anything else?
No, I appreciate it for this evening and just listening to everything. Is that with all the evidence, it's like it's hard to trust the individual that's deceptive. It's
I'm
very hard.
telling you.
And when someone is deceptive and kind of bring her baby in it to be part of it, it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you, CelebriD is doing that, but just for her as a woman to be deceptive like that, not only fool or try to fool all of us, but also paint this young man, picture. And like I said, just it's a quote that I forgot who said, is that you can't teach older people, but you could definitely get the young people, and definitely, and I'm paraphrasing, definitely, that young girl, young lady can definitely be molded and being turned around faster than Miss Erica. That's just my opinion.
Well, we'll see.
Um,
Well, it only, she had enough guts to go on my show and lie to my face. And you're right, deception is easier when someone is over the phone. You don't see their
mhm,
face. And I'm talking to people, I would rather see your face because I can tell when you're lying. When I
mhm,
asked when I asked his daughter questions, we all saw her look down, she looked up, she looked to the side. When you're telling the
absolutely.
truth, you don't take your eyes off of someone. You're looking them in their eyes. When
Yep.
you ask somebody a question and they look down, they have to think about the lie.
Yeah.
Also, what Erica didn't know that I noticed, and guys, don't, I'm not crazy, okay? So listen to me. When I was asking Erica, when I was asking his daughter those questions, I can hear on Erica's end the phone going whoop whoop. So when you're sending somebody a text and it makes that noise when you're sending the text off. Your daughter what to
Interesting.
say via text, and I caught it. I went back and listened to it 15 times, and I can hear it bloop bloop bloop. So when she told me that her daughter wasn't coached or anything, yes, she was. She
So
lied
she
to me
was
there.
coached.
She was
Mhm.
coaching her through the text, and she thought I did not know what was being said. So again, guys, I need you to understand that when she was looking down, looking around, when you're on the phone, you'll still get the notifications even if you're live on something. So again, Erica didn't think I was catching on to things, but I was. I just didn't stop in that moment because I had her on the show. So guys, I just want you to know that I hate when people try to make it seem like I'm the devil or I'm the cops. I'm not the cops. I told you guys what I do. I do a lot of private investigative work, and soon I'm not doing anything else for free. I'm tired of people using me, and then you don't support me when the shit goes bad. When I lose my page over some shit for you, or when I do this and that, nobody comes to my aid. Let me tell you how you guys can support me. When I lose my page and shit like that, if everybody reached out to Instagram or Facebook in big groups of numbers, someone's going to see the post. Someone's going to take a second look. But you guys wait for me to come off of these motherfucking bans, and then we're all friends again. I was this shadow banned for almost 2 days the other day, right? On Instagram. So when people say my things are fake, TikTok has banned 4 of my text receipts. Even though I'm getting text receipts from people, if the person knows that that was their conversation with their baby daddy or their husband or their boyfriend or whatever it may be, they can easily report me for bullying and show proof to them that it's not mine to be posting. And that's how I got banned on TikTok this year because of my text receipts. The text receipts that you guys say are fake. Also, on my Facebook, my last 6 bans have been when I have exposed women. You guys know about that woman who had that stripper dancing on her 1-year-old son. Remember? Her ass was in her son's
Mhm.
face. Okay, so they came to her house and she has a court appearance in 2 weeks. I told y'all to stop playing with me, but y'all keep thinking I'm joking. Okay, and it's not a joke. If you guys, if you guys
Mm,
do
mm, mm,
everything right,
mm.
if you
That's
guys
bad.
do everything right on this app, you won't have to hear from me. The only people I expose are liars. So, guys, what I do, anybody can do. If someone tells you that they were sexually assaulted in the state of Texas, you can call and verify that, guys. It's not hard. Some of my work, it doesn't take much to do. I just know what to say and how to do it. Now, guys, do you guys remember that one post that I made about the woman who was the aunt asking for money for her niece to
Yes,
not lose
ma'am.
her. Okay.
Is
So
there an update on that?
there's an update. There's an update, guys. If anybody has been following my Instagram, last week, that woman, her name was Denise. She made a post. Denise Maria Smith made a post in regard to her niece, Monique Smith. Monique Smith has a boyfriend named DeJuan. They have 3 kids together. Monique has 4 total. She has another baby daddy. But the aunt said that her niece was about to lose her place. Here's the 10-day notice. So, guys, I called them on Monday and they said they would get back with me. Corporate called me this morning on an 11-minute phone call. I'm not posting it on social media because I know I'll lose my page. Last time I gave you guys a voice receipt, I had to show my ID and I almost lost my Instagram. Guys, I just got this Instagram, so I can't fuck up. I'm already on thin ice. So I called the property manager and I spoke with a man named Chris. Chris said that the 10-day notice was forged. It's fake. The 10-day notice is fake. So I reached out to GoFundMe and I sent him the proof that the 10-day notice was forged. They said that if they ever made a mistake on a document like that, they will send a brand new document. He also said that because of COVID, their 10-day notices are emailed. He also said that they would never text her aunt any personal information about Monique and what she owes because Monique should already know that. Ding, 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 ding. Duh,
You said
everybody.
that. You called it out.
I did say that. Exactly.
You said that. They would not do a third party. It would go directly to the person on the lease. You said that.
That is the law. So let me ask you this. If I told my dad I was behind $5,000 on my rent, he can't call my lease and say, the lease agency and say, give me her information. No, I would give that to him because I have it already. She had a copy of everything that they have. So why would the aunt need to call them to get the information? So I asked him about that and they said that notice was forced. He did say that she was behind on her rent, but she had already made payment arrangements last month. So why are y'all asking for GoFundMe donations? Yeah, there's fraud. Now, her aunt works for the state of Illinois. I have a call back on Monday with them. I'm going to get her fired. Let me tell you why. I know y'all going to sit here and call me the devil. Her aunt has been working for the state of Illinois for over 20 years. As a state employee, we are taught to be ethical and to do the right thing. Her aunt lied. Her aunt didn't verify anything her niece said. Instead, she received over $2,000 in Cash App donations. And as of right now, guys, that GoFundMe is still up. So if she needed just $1,900, the GoFundMe should have came down 4 days ago when the money was raised. See? So what I'm saying is her aunt just stole money from people. If you guys look at the comments, people were giving out of their kids' allowance. They were giving out of their nail money, their hair money to make sure this woman had rent. And she didn't need it. The baby daddy also has a full-time job. Okay? So they're getting money. Now, guys, I told you guys that if you post it publicly, I'm going to do all my research. I don't care. So I did reach out to GoFundMe. There is an active investigation. If it turns out that it is fraud, she could also be in bigger trouble than we think. That's fraud. That's what that is. You can go to jail for that type of shit, especially in the state of Illinois. So Monday,
I was going to say, wasn't that federal? It's like a felony, maybe?
Or yeah, I don't know what it's going to be.
It would be state. It would be state.
Okay, keep going.
Her being a state employee for over 20 years, she knows what's right and what's wrong. Even when you get rental assistance with the state, what do they ask you for? A copy of your lease and the number to who they can call. And then they'll tell them to send everything through email so it's written format. I did this for a living. So for her to have 20 years in, she violated. Not only that, her aunt owns a business, guys, and they made almost $300,000 profit last year. I ran her business. You're fucking with the wrong person. But she came on Facebook and said, "Ooh, I don't have $1,900 to help my niece. I'm a single mother too." Guys, she's doing so well, they're trying to hire 3 people. That means you're doing well. Why not hire your niece? You know the niece that lost her job during COVID? Stop fucking with me. Y'all keep thinking this is a game. Y'all keep thinking this is a game.
I told you it was a death sentence.
Right. And then I'm the devil when I expose it. You shouldn't be forging documents. If you need money, ask for that shit. But here's the truth. Monique's birthday's next month. Guess who wants to go see Beyonce? You can't break. So this money y'all been sending, that's for a Beyonce ticket. You're welcome. You played yourself. That's why she wants the money.
Nah, me, I ain't saying nothing.
Her birthday's next month. I looked it up. Her birthday's March 8th, 1989. That bitch played y'all. Okay? Her aunt it was in on all this, you guys. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is when I expose people like this, it's not to make y'all look bad. It's to show y'all that this shit is really happening. People don't want to work. People don't want to do shit. They want to lie. You also have GoFundMes where people would take a picture of their kids looking sad, and these people got money. Also, guys, something else that nobody added up, and when I said this, I got blocked. Why didn't she file her taxes? You have 4 motherfucking kids and a baby daddy who works. Even if she lost her job last year, you can still file taxes. She could have did 2, he could have did 2, and they would have had at least what? 6, 7,
10
8
grand.
stacks.
10
Talk to
grand.
me.
If you
A
10
piece.
grand, I know this.
So,
10
you're
grand
so
easily.
check this out.
Easily.
Peace.
But see, her aunt said,
Okay.
well, she still doesn't have her W-2. It's the law. They have to give you your W-2 before January 31st. That's the law. So you can't file.
Yeah, that's a
guys, look,
federal law.
guys, she can file taxes for them 4 kids and be eating for at least 3 or 4 months. What I'm
Come
saying,
on
you
now.
guys, is she played
Yeah,
everybody.
Easter would have been good.
So I did my research. I spoke to them for 11 minutes. I compiled it into the parts that GoFundMe needed to hear, and I sent it to them. So what happens with GoFundMe is what they're going to end up doing is they're going to launch an investigation. They're going to see that she lied. They're going to make sure everybody gets their money back, and she'll never be able to start a GoFundMe again. But they can also pursue charges as well because she took money. It's ill-gotten gain. It's not right, guys. There's so many ways to get help. When I knew her aunt owned that smoothie business, I knew something wasn't right. You
And
mean
the
to
business
tell me you don't have
thriving.
$1,900 and your
Yeah, they
smoothies are
eating.
like $15? Her smoothies are more
Thriving.
than Starbucks. Get out of here.
And
So
she
again,
working
guys,
and she working full-time for the
for the
state
state.
and have a
There you
thriving
go.
business.
But here's the thing. She's the owner. So she has people that work and handle her business while she works her real job.
While she at work.
This woman is getting money hand over fist. And a state job, she's making between $8,000 to $10,000 a month. They pay really good out here for those state jobs. 20 years, she's making about 10 grand a month. So guys, don't let these type of things make you think that people are really struggling. Anytime you see someone asking for money online, ask them proof, not a piece of a lease, but show me that this person needs help. Now, if you call the lease, they can confirm or deny that the person needs help with rent. They just can't tell you the amount. There are laws. But what they will not do is send someone that's saying they're your aunt, your personal lease. You should have a copy of that. So, guys,
Right.
I'm
And
only
that
trying
was
to
a
teach
red
you.
but that was a red
Yeah.
flag for me
Yeah,
when I
but
saw
people
that.
are stupid.
That was the
You know,
biggest
women,
red flag.
when you add 4 kids to it, women don't see the facts. They don't see the red flags. They see 4 kids that need to eat, right? So they don't care about the logistics, the truth. They just want to make sure those kids can eat. Now, the state of Indiana also has a rental program. I called them also, guys, and spoke to them for 4 minutes. They said that individual can send us her lease, her 10-day notice. They will pay the back rent, and they will pay up to a year's worth of current rent. Stop
Come on
playing
now.
with me.
Come
Stop
on
playing
now.
with me. So
Come on
what
now.
if she already got that paid, guys, and y'all over here sending this woman money? So guys, please stop sending people money online until you verify. I'm not a heartless individual, but I know that there are real people out there that need that money, that could have used that money.
And it's
So,
hard
guys,
for us to help those that need it because we got people like them scheming and scamming. That's my biggest problem.
so
We
this is
can't
what I
help those
did.
that need it.
I reached out to her from a burner page because she blocked all. Now, everybody knows that I have multiple Facebooks, but they're under my government name. I didn't know that once you get a ban, Facebook bans all your shit. So I had to create a secret page. But don't worry. I reached out to her aunt from a secret page and I told her either give people back their money and I want proof that you did or you won't have a job. What she did is illegal. That's stealing. And the state will not support a thief. Okay?
Yep, that is
So
true.
she knows the way
That
they
is
get
true.
down. Now, what she also doesn't
They're
know
gonna
is the
prosecute
place
you
that
to
she
the
works,
maximum.
the location that she works, I know who her supervisor is. So I actually enrolled her supervisor for a master's in social work. So it's a small world, y'all. It's a small world, you guys. Ain't that crazy the way God sends people your way?
Yes.
I told you, Karma.
I don't want to get this
Listen.
woman fired. I
Boy,
don't,
listen.
guys.
Listen.
I don't. But if she don't want to give them people back their money for their kids, then I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do, y'all. Because $2,000 is too much money.
It is. This is the thing about it. She
The
shouldn't
way
be
I
hard
see
on
it, she
money.
already
She
forced her
shouldn't even
hand.
listen. She shouldn't be hard on money. If your business thriving, you working for the state, you did 20 years, you got about 5 more years, you're close
She
to
eating.
retirement. So if you're not hurting. You see what I'm saying?
1977 is her birth year. She's not that old. But what
No,
I'm
she's
She's
saying,
not.
feasting
guys,
right
is
now.
what I'm saying, guys, is we have to do better for our community. We do. And for her to be hiring and your niece is unemployed, make it make sense. Have your niece move out to where you are and help her. What I'm saying is, if that's your family, that's your family, unless they're lying, you're supporting the lie. All I'm saying, guys, is if your family comes to you and says that they're short on money, before you make a Facebook post, make sure it's true. GoFundMe, they don't play about fake things. Guys, last year, I got 2 GoFundMe shut down for lies. That woman who said that her baby daddy destroyed her apartment and she needed $15,000 to relocate because he's abusive. She
Oh
was
yeah, I
like,
remember that one. I remember
guys,
that
she
one.
was
She did it
9,000.
herself.
She raised 9,000 out of 15. But let me tell you how great this scam artist was. She was moving out of the apartment. The furniture, the bed, the mirrors, she wasn't taking that. She was starting fresh. So what she did was she had them destroy all that shit she wasn't taking. See what I'm saying? Then she had somebody write all over the walls, "You fat bitch, I'm gonna kill you. You're ugly." Because what would happen with that? All you need is one coat of paint to cover the writing, right? So when she did the video of the destroyed apartment, everything that was destroyed, you can take it out of the apartment and toss it out. So I went and called the lease place and they said that she was due to move out within 2 weeks. Guys, she was a fraud. So that $9,000 got frozen. They paid everybody back their money and that person got in trouble. So what I'm saying, guys, is I'm not doing this to hurt people. But when you lie for donations, that hurts people because that's coming out of their pockets that they earn that money. So guys, I'm not trying to be this villain. I love people. And I wouldn't tell y'all, "Hey, I'm married. Hey." And then somebody find out that I'm not married. Expose me because I'm lying, right? I'm going to hold myself accountable. But I would never take people's money like that. I care about people too much. But guys, I can't keep doing all this shit for free no more. I'm going to be honest with y'all. So this was the other announcement I wanted to make. I have to start protecting my brand. And I'm going to tell you, last year alone, I want y'all to hear this. Y'all know my shirts go from $30 to $35, and that's no taxes, no shipping, right? Last year, I gave out over 150 shirts to people. I mailed them to people. I made custom shirts for people, and I ate the charges and the shipping. I did that for people. If you add all that up, that's how much I gave away in shirts. We're not talking about me helping people with their bills. I love helping people when they need it. I'm not this mean person. If you tell me you need help, I'm not going to make a Facebook post. Who have I done that to, guys? Nobody. Because I'm not a villain. I'm a good person until you lie. Now, if a woman told me I needed help with my rent, I say, "Okay, let me see what I can do for you in your state. Show me the proof of your lease. Here it is. Here's my notice. Here's everything. Everything pans out. I got you." But when you
Facts.
lie and I give you that help and you lie to me, then I become the devil. And I don't want to be that person because I want to be there for people, right? So guys, know that I've never asked anybody for a penny. I never ask people for money. And I never say, "Oh, it's my birthday. Send me your Cash App." The reason why I put my Cash App on here is because people say they don't feel comfortable sending me money through YouTube because that is a third party. People like to protect their money and know where it's going. So I get that. That's the only reason why my Cash App is in my bio. But no one can ever say I was in their inbox saying, "Hey, please feed me. I'm poor." No, I don't do that. I offer my services to you guys all the time, right? For free. No one's ever been charged. But when it comes to looking up cheating husbands, I help people expose their husbands, boyfriend, girlfriend. I can't do that for free no more, guys. I just can't. I'm not going to lie. So from now on, unless you're one of my clients that I took on, I cannot do any more investigative services for free. If you guys want to find out if someone's cheating, you've hired PI in your state, you're going to be paying a few $1,000s. I'm just being honest with you. But guys,
Few
my time is
$10,000. They went up
I
out here.
can't. I cannot keep doing it. I'm watching how you guys are paying these fakes money, and they're not even doing anything to give back. I've been giving back too long, y'all. I've been doing this since 2016, and I'm actually losing. I'm not gaining. So I'm just saying, things that are gonna cost me, it's gonna cost you. If it's something where Daphne, somebody texts me from this number saying they're gonna kill me, I'll run the number and tell you where it came from. But if it's, I need you to tell me if my husband's cheating, it won't be cheap anymore, guys. I'm sorry. No more freebies. But if that's too much for you, hire a PI in your state, and I guarantee you, you won't be able to afford them either. Okay? So I'm just saying, guys, I can't be free for everything anymore. And it's no offense to y'all, but my time, it costs. Right?
Understood.
So,
Quick question,
You
celebrity.
gotta live too. We ain't mad at you.
right. Okay, what's up?
Real quick, I know you said that some of your social media page has been banned or
Yes.
it's been you in jail or something like that. Is there a way? I'm still kind of new with this. I'm on social media, but I don't know, maybe there's a way I can tell if you are banned or something that I can say I can kind of help you out to support to say that no, it's not true. This person should not be banned. I won't know unless you post it saying that, well, yeah, I got banned. But how I know?
So on Facebook, I'm banned when I haven't posted in a long time. I haven't posted on Facebook since January 26th. I'm on a
Okay.
30-day. With Facebook, I can't do nothing. But my Instagram, I was shadow banned. They said that Instagram was going through something, but I actually went in and I got an email from Instagram saying that my page would not show up on anyone's feed. I had made like 4 posts and nobody saw them. That was the scariest thing in my life, because I had my original page that had 87,000 followers. I had that page for 10 years, guys, and I've never been shadow banned. And I did far worse. Y'all remember when that woman lied about being raped, right? And I sent the cops to
I
her
remember
house.
that one.
Y'all remember that, right?
Remember that one. You called it. You called the authorities.
Y'all know me. Y'all know I cover that. Everybody
You don't
fights.
play when it comes to stuff like
you posted
that.
recording.
Right.
You did. I remember that.
So when everybody said I was lying and that my skills were fake, I gave you guys 3 different versions. I spoke to 3 different cops. The detective that went to her house. When I posted that on my Instagram, guys, and within minutes, I was sending Instagram my driver's license and a video of me saying that, I'm real and that I won't post anything like that again. That woman almost took my page away just that fast. And even though she did that, some people saved a little bit of the cops saying, yeah, her mom said she's a liar. And that was able to make her take the post down. She lied about being raped, and they were coming at her ex thinking it was him who has a daughter. So they were saying there was a head. I saved that man's
Now,
life.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
Guys, y'all know what I do. So when I told the cops to make sure they did do a well-being check on him, they let him know what was going on so that he can move differently because he had a daughter, right? So guys, what I'm saying is when I expose women to that level, I always lose my page. The reason why I'm on a ban on Facebook is because that woman who was letting that woman dance up on her 1-year-old son, they banned me for exploitation. But it got to stay on the page where it was at for a while, right? So guys, again, every time I expose a woman at that level, I always lose. And I show you guys the names. I give you what you want. But then when they take things from me, nobody goes to bat. But nobody knew my Instagram was shadow banned until I got it back, right? Because
that's what I'm saying. I would have known. I would have known until you posted saying.
To be honest, I'm not even on Instagram, so I wouldn't have seen it. I apologize.
But I need you guys to know that if somebody was faking what they do, they wouldn't go through all this shit. In order for me to be fake, I would be the one reporting myself. And I didn't know I can report myself and have myself shut down. Never heard of that. But people that know me know that to get bullying and harassing someone, that would mean that someone said I was bullying them. Whenever you go on Facebook and you report someone for bullying, it'll say me or someone I know. And they'll tell you who is that someone. And if that someone matches who I'm talking about, my shit would come straight down. So I need you guys to understand that this ain't no fake shit. Because if it was, I wouldn't be on this many bans, y'all. I showed you guys everything on my Facebook account. Since August, I've been on 6 bans. So how can I be faking what I do if somebody's getting me in trouble, right? So I need y'all to understand that when I do show y'all the names, I lose my shit too. But I give y'all the best of both worlds. So please understand that what I do is not to hurt nobody. But ladies, y'all got to stop lying. You got to stop lying on men. Y'all know that CelebriD I was telling y'all about, Egypt? Her show just came out, had one of the best ratings on the first show that came out. Egypt is the one that said that she went to that gas pump and there was a tissue under it and they were getting ready to kidnap a woman. But the cops told me that was a lie. Not only did the cops say it was a lie, but they fact checked her 3 times. All 3 of them said that she lied. So that CelebriD came into my inbox and told me she was going to sue me. Okay? I told her, get the suing. I had my lawyer. I was ready because I didn't do anything that was wrong. I actually spoke to 2 detectives and they told me they never got a 911 call. And so she did call 911, but she used a fake name. If I'm trying to save somebody's life, why would I go by a different name? That's that fake shit. She went by a different name because there was a chance she could be lying and she didn't want the heat to blow back on her. So what ended up happening, guys, is they proved that in Atlanta, in some parts, they use a tissue because of germs, because of COVID. So they'll put a tissue under the pump so they don't actually touch the pump. Because also in Atlanta, they're putting syringes under those pumps. So when you squeezed it, the needle stuck you. You feel me? So people now use gloves or they use tissues to grab the handle because they don't want germs. And they said the most germs is under a gas pump. I didn't even know that. So guys, what I'm saying is that woman lied. Then she came back in my inbox and said she was sorry. So me and that lady Egypt, we hashed it out. She then asked me to remove the videos on my page. Do y'all think I did that?
Nope.
I sure did not. I still had to hold her accountable. This woman is a millionaire. Guys, this woman is a millionaire, and she came into my inbox and asked me to remove the videos since now we're on the right page. I told her no, I can't, because in that light, you showed a man's face, and you could have had that man killed. I can't do that, guys. I forgive you, but I'm not removing it. I didn't get sued. And now her show had one of the top ratings on the first day. So, guys, understand that millionaires lie too. I exposed Tisha Campbell. Y'all know Tisha Campbell from Martin, Gina, who said those kidnappers told me to get in the van. Well, that turned out to be a lie too, guys. That was a year ago today. She lied about almost being kidnapped. I said, Gina, they don't want you. You ain't did nothing since what, Martin? You ain't been doing nothing. So she lied, and I exposed her too. So, guys, listen, I don't even care if you're a celebrity. Ladies, we got to stop lying. It will not be well for you to do that to your character, because once you lie about something like that and something really does happen, ain't nobody gonna believe you. So stop lying. If y'all don't want me to come for you, don't lie. If you make it public, it now becomes my business. And if it involves a man and his life and his kids, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure everybody's safe. Okay? Like I said, I don't go out there looking for shit. People send me this. Hey, Daphne, take a look at this. This girl said she was raped. This girl said that she was raped at her job, you guys. And it was a guy that rejected her. When I spoke to a coworker, she said, Daphne, I knew she was going to make something up because he rejected her. He told her, you're not my type, lose 15 pounds. And this woman went batshit crazy and said that he tried to rape her in one of the company bathrooms. But when they went to the surveillance footage, the man never went that direction. And she was fired. But let me tell you, some jobs are not that good with the cameras. They'll put a camera there just for show to make y'all think he's working, and it's not. This camera was working. During the time she said that he walked that hall and shoved her into the bathroom, there was no man in that hall, just her. So she got rejected at work by a man who told her to lose some weight, and she tried to accuse him for rape. So what I'm saying, ladies, is y'all got to stop doing that. That ain't right, because people will hurt you over some shit like that. Once a man is accused of that, it never goes away. Once a man is called a deadbeat dad for 7 years, he can spend his whole life trying to fix that lie, and people will still believe her cheer. So I want Erica to know that cheer is never gonna go away. I tell people, stop reposting it. No, you don't. I think when they repost it, she sits there and smiles and says, I did that. It's me. Erica wasn't mad that I shared it, guys. She was mad that my post did better than it did on her page, and it was her shit. That's why she got mad. It was the fact that I was getting the clout that she wanted. Y'all get what I'm saying? Women do that. Right. If a woman sees you sharing her shit and it got 8 views on her page, but it gets 80,000 on yours, she's mad that nobody came to her page. See? But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that this attention drug, we got to put our attention somewhere else. It shouldn't be about going viral, about hurting people. We need to do better, y'all. So again, you guys, I just want to say thank you for rocking with me. I really do support everybody that supports me. But if y'all think that what I do is fake, then challenge me. Go ahead and do something. What I won't entertain is somebody that opens up a page with a fake email. I'm not going to waste my tools doing that low-level shit no more. The only way you will get a rise out of me, and I'm telling you this right now, is if you make a death threat to me. If you make a death threat to me, I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to make you write a letter. I'm not going to make you do an essay, nothing like that. I'm going straight to the courts. I'm going to make an example out of you. I'm going to make them tell you to remove your wig and your makeup, and I'm going to expose you with your shot. Let me tell you guys something here. When you make a threat to someone online, that is a crime. And I don't know the severity depending on your state. But out here, it can range from a misdemeanor to a felony. It's up to what you say and how you say it. So what I'm saying to you guys is I'm not going to give y'all a break anymore. So if you guys have kids and you're in my inbox saying that you want to kill me, we're going to have a bigger problem. That's all I'm saying. It's not worth it. If you don't like me, block me. You never have to see me again. But ladies, don't throw your life away saying a threat to me. It's not smart. It's not smart for anybody.
It ain't
right?
really, it really ain't. Trying to tell these people.
Just know that the cops, they don't need your password. They don't need your email. They can go into your account. There you go. There's something that Mark Zuckerberg does for these cops and detectives, and I watched the cop do it, especially in Chicago. You know, there's killings every week. They showed me. I got to do a ride-along, and I got to see how they can just hack right on into your Facebook and go right to your comments and your messages. Guys, they don't need it. So even if you have a fake page, if you make a threat, you better make sure you deactivate that shit because it won't be hard to catch it. All I'm saying, guys, is I want to help bring, families back together. If you guys need life coaching right now, I am full. But if you guys have like a question, I can answer your question on my Instagram, Queen of Accountability, or you can email me, accountabilityqueen@aol.com. Those are 2 ways you can reach out. If you don't have social media, I know you got an email, because if you ain't got an email, then you ain't got no job. I know you got an email, right? So email me your question. Please think about what you're asking me before you ask it. Don't ask me no dumb shit, okay? I don't do sex therapy. I do grief. I do couples, and I do individual. I do not do sex therapy. So I'm telling y'all this now. Do not inbox me no sex. I'm gonna get mad. Okay? Okay. Also, guys, what I wanted to say is that I will try to make it a habit to do more shows. But guys, I wanted to run an idea past you guys. Somebody told me something significant. I do like making sure that people can trust who they're with. If you do think your spouse is cheating on you, and I want to start doing a segment called Exposed, where if you feel like you're being cheated on, I will be able to expose the truth if you are or not. And they won't know the truth until they come on my show. If you guys think that would be something cool to do, I wanted to try to do something different, and we could do it on like a certain day, like Tuesdays. We can expose somebody, and it could be anything. I'm dating this guy. He said he works at a bank, and I find out he works at McDonald's. He's going to be exposed. I thought it'd be a cool little segment.
yeah.
You guys think that'd be cool? I'll do a poll on my Instagram. I just want to make it a little bit more spicy because, guys, last year I found out some nasty shit. This woman asked me, and she's listening. I don't care. It was some nasty shit. She told me that she thought her husband was cheating on her. Right? He was cheating on her, but it wasn't with a woman. Okay? The shit that I found, the butt buddies and all this other stuff like that, it was some sad shit. He was cheating on her, but it wasn't with a woman. And
it was the
not
other
only
way.
that, this man knew how to hide it. You know, most men that do that, you get a sense of that. They start acting weird, right? This man lived a double life, and he did it very, very well. And she had been married to this man for 6 years, and he has been cheating on her with the guy for 5 of those years.
It was a covert agent.
But look, you know why he was doing it? Because she didn't have no job. Ladies, y'all need to start working. Stop depending on a man to do everything for you. And the reason why she hasn't left this man yet is because she doesn't have a job. She's so accustomed to him paying all the bills. And that's why
still with him?
Yeah, she's still with him today, guys.
Oh my God.
She just said that, and I told her, look, we exposed this man. He can bring you back something.
Crazy.
She's that scared of being homeless. She has nowhere to go. When a woman has let a man pay her bills for 5 years, 6 years, she ain't going nowhere. Where's she gonna go? She's so accustomed to that lifestyle. So she don't mind him playing butt games with his buddy. But hey, that's her. But ladies, all I'm saying is, and fellas, if you think somebody is not telling you the truth, I will expose them and we'll have the tea on it. But yeah, guys, I just want to do some different stuff. I hate giving out bad news, but I do want to also tell you guys that a couple of my clients, they do have AIDS. And I ask them questions too, because some of y'all will tell me some stuff in inbox, and I think about my clients that have AIDS. They were tricked. They didn't know these people had AIDS. They look good on the outside. They didn't see no moles or their teeth was falling out. They didn't know. Y'all got to start raw dogging these women and men, and you got to stop letting women suck you dry, and you don't know what's wrong with their mouth. If they got a cut in their mouth, you guys, and they got something, I mean, guys, y'all think that, I know y'all men ain't getting head with condoms on. So I'm just saying, guys, I hate hearing how my clients have to take all these pills. I mean, guys, think about it. AIDS is different now. It ain't like Easy-E where you go overnight. These pills will keep my clients alive for at least the next 10 years. But it's still that if they get COVID or if they get ammonia, they can still die. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is the cheating shit, like when Jay told us about how she was cheating, that's why a lot of men want to kill you. And that's why women want to kill men. Because when you raw dog these people, they might look good on the outside, guys, but AIDS doesn't have, like, you don't get a stamp on your forehead. And my 2 clients, man, they don't deserve it. One is a guy, one is a girl, and they both have AIDS. And when I heard their stories, it hurt my feelings because there's nothing I can do for them. All I can do is talk to them. But I know eventually they're going to die. You know, the only difference now is that the pills can keep them alive a little bit longer. It's not a death sentence anymore, but you still have to make sure your immune system is strong. So, guys, all I'm saying is you got to do right. You never know when it's your time. And like we all saw Kevin Samuels die right away, and women celebrated his death. So all I'm saying, guys, is we have to do better. And please don't look at me like I'm a villain, because I'm not. I care about people, and people that know me, that have gotten my shirts, who have talked to me, they know I'm really a good person. I am. And I do answer my text messages when it's within reason. So, guys, all I'm saying is I hope that this show was good for you guys today because Jay didn't have to come on here. And I didn't think he was
Always a
going to.
blessing.
He was a professional, y'all. I reached out. I was being thirsty in the inbox. I'm like, man, you don't want to talk to me? Hello? You know, I was all up on him, like, come on, talk. And
Right,
he would leave me
like,
right on scene. Like, I saw that Jay saw my message and he still didn't respond. So I
right.
said, okay, this nigga, he going to get me mad. Training day, Denzel. But
Maybe he
then
was at work. I don't know. Maybe he got a
but
lunch break,
yeah,
right?
and that's what it was. He was at work, and he's a different time zone than me. So again, he was respectful enough
Right.
to say, "Look, we can talk." So again, guys, I hope that this show. I hope y'all got something out of this show. Just
I
know
did.
that I do. If y'all have any questions for me, I can answer them real quick. Mr. Happy, why you sad? But no, people call me a
I ain't
villain because they
sad.
think. No, I'm talking about Mr. Happy in the comments,
Okay,
not you.
okay.
I didn't say Banana Kush. But guys, all I'm saying is, if
Funny as hell.
calling me a villain, saying that I hate black women, that isn't true. I do hate when black
Damn
women
it.
make themselves look bad. There are some beautiful black women out there who you can look at them and tell that they drink their water, they care about their mental health, and that they just love life. And then you have those ghetto birds that smell like Newports and they smell like hot Cheetos, and you don't know what's going on. And what I'm saying is I talk to some really great women. I really do, who are single, who are correcting themselves before they go out there again and date a man. So, and I'm talking to men who are broken and they just need to talk to someone. I talked to the guy, I told you about my client who told me that he drove home from work and he went into the garage and left the car running. Now, y'all know what happens when you put the garage down and you turn that car on.
Mm-hmm.
Die. That's how bad his world was getting in his life. And I told him it's never that serious. You just gotta
Carbon
talk to.
dioxide.
So yeah, so fellas, if you're at that, let me tell you this. I just made a meme and I'm gonna be posting it tomorrow. Men, I know there are men right now. I'm not gonna say women because we don't do this. Men do. Men will come home from work and they will park in the parking lot, right? And they're sitting in the car for 30 minutes before going in because they're about to go into drama, yelling, change his diaper, a whole bunch of bullshit after working 12 or 16 hours a day. And I tell women every day, have you guys ever saw your men when they come home? No. Look and see what they do when they come home. And I had a couple of women tell me they've seen their men sitting in the car. One lady said she went across the street to her neighbor's house and watched him pull in and didn't come into the house until 17 minutes later because they're in the car letting all those emotions out. Because they know when they go inside, it's going to be World War III. Ladies, please understand that a lot of these men, some of them don't even want to come home. They tell you that they got called to do a later assignment and they lied. They just like to hang around with their boys because you are a headache. You are. All you do is nag him. And then you have him taking out the trash and doing the shit when you've been at home all day on your feet, doing nothing. So, ladies, make their life easier. Don't make it hard for them. They already got it hard. Some of these men I talk to have 3 and 4 jobs. I don't even know that that's possible. Some of their jobs, they sell what they have. They make things. They do this. They draw. They do whatever it takes to survive. And yet you're still not happy. Ladies, y'all got to start accepting men who are trying to build. You're not going to always get a man that's complete. And if you can't accept a man that's trying to build, you're going to be alone with a bunch of cats. You're going to be by yourself because a lot of these men, they need someone that's going to help them build, not watch them build the shit. What do they need you for if you're sitting there watching? Get your lazy ass up and grab a brick and build. Stop being lazy. These men have it very hard. Y'all ask me how I stay married this long because I know my role as a wife. I love my husband. I asked my husband for permission to do this show because this is our time. But he knows how much passion I have for helping people that he allowed me. I might not get no draws tonight over this, Jay. Because if Jay did this, I didn't get no draws tonight from him.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just playing, y'all. That was dope. But I love my
Mm-mm.
husband, guys. And me and my husband, we are a team. We love football. We talk about stats. We a team. But I get on his damn nerves too. I check him too. He checks me. But that's
You
what
still
love is
didn't
about.
tell me who you going with in the Super Bowl.
You know what? I'm going with Philly. I don't know why. I like
Okay.
Philly.
Okay.
I like the swag of Philly. Mahomes get on my nerves. Sometimes he do this face and I just want to punch him, you know? So I'm going with Philly. But yeah,
Okay.
guys, at the end of the day, I really do care about people, and I want to say thank you guys for supporting me. I did just put in a big order. Anybody who ordered a shirt in the last week, there has been some bad weather all over this world, guys. So bear with me. I'll make sure y'all get your stuff. I just ordered like 50 different things. I just put out 50 orders last week. I know y'all saw them high shipping costs. That was me. I paid for that. So if I did send you a shirt, please take a picture and send it to me. I want to put you guys on my website. I want to be able to feature people. So I start doing a featured section where if you take a good picture of yourself in one of my shirts, you will be the featured picture on my website. And that website last week, it was seen by over 19,000 people. So people are looking at my website, and I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me. Real talk. Again, if you guys need any kind of counseling, I am full right now, but if you have a question that I can answer really quick, you can reach out to me on Instagram, my Queen of Accountability. There is a text option. Text me, let me know what your question is, and I'll try to respond. Did anybody have any other hold on. Can you drop the StreamYard real quick? Taisha? Taisha said she went. Now, Taisha, you the one that was talking stuff earlier. Hold on. Let me go ahead and drop this link. I know who this is. Hold on. Hold on, Taisha. I'm gonna drop this link for you. And then you can come on. Taisha said she wants to say something before I get off. I'm just looking at y'all comments real quick before Taisha comes on here. Hold on. Thinking about people dying because of that. Can you drop the StreamYard? Good evening. How's everybody? If you guys are just coming on, you're gonna have to look at the show when I get off, y'all. I'm not gonna go over everything we just talked about. Okay, no.
Right.
Taisha, I did send you the link. Come on now. I'm not gonna be
I'm
on here all
here.
day.
Do you see
There?
me?
Oh, there you
I
are. Okay.
wasn't talking stuff earlier.
Yes,
I
you
had to
was.
run to the
Yes, you
store.
was. You
What
said
I
I needed to
say?
shut up. I found it.
No, I did
Okay, I'm
not.
going to see what you're gonna say. But no, Taisha, I
No.
thought you go by T and Taisha.
My name is Taisha, but everyone calls me T or Ty.
Okay. Go ahead,
T
honey.
or Ty.
I'm
But
messing. Go ahead.
what I want to tell you, Daphne. I was listening to your story the other day when you before you brought Erica on about your mom, and I want to say that gave me stress. My mom is laying in my bed right now. Been here for like 3 weeks. Just got out the hospital. And coming up, I was always the bad child. I was getting in trouble, and me and her didn't never see eye to eye. She say, when I get out the hospital, I'm coming to your house. And because we ain't never get along, I'm looking like, no the hell you ain't. You got two other kids. But when I seen your damn story, Mom, come on. And we've been having fun. I grew up in Chicago too, so you know how our parents ain't got no filter. I could be a
Mm-hmm.
bitch at any day. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
I could be a bitch at any day.
I
But I'm
respect it.
still changing piss bag, cleaning you, coming home on lunch, what you want to eat, going to the grocery store. Now imagine I got 4 kids and a husband and only got one left at home. And did my part and now I'm at the bottom of the kids, thinking I'm about to live my best life. God said, I got more work for you to do. And girl, I'm doing it.
That's what I want to hear. And when you working in behavioral health, you've seen a lot. And I went into behavioral health after I graduated high school. I mean, like I said, guys, a lot about my life I tell people because I'm not ashamed. I'm an open book, and you know what I did. You know what? I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you reminded me of this, T, when you said this. But I don't know if anybody knows. If anyone remembers what I said about my mother, how she had got shot in the neck, it paralyzed her from the neck down.
My mom got
Um,
shot in her back. And you said what got me was you said me and my sister was trying to move that chair. And my mama moved it with her head.
yeah, and
Girl, I was just crying.
well, let me tell you this. I wanted to say this because somebody actually thought it would be a joke to try to press my button, and I handled it. But I'm not even going to give this person any clout. But what I did not tell you guys is that um the person that shot my mother, he also murdered several other people, execution style. My mother was the only one to survive the attack, just long enough to testify, and then
Mm.
she died 2 years later. Well, that man has been filing appeals since 2002 when he was given life. When my mother passed away, they changed life to death. He is currently on death row. So he keeps on appealing and appealing and appealing. You guys, we still don't have closure, and now we have a court date in a couple weeks where I have to look at this man. And I'm not gonna cry. I am getting a little emotional, but You would think after that many years we would already have closure. It's an open and shut case, but because of his appeals,
Absolutely not.
we have to keep suffering. And guys, I only have one living uncle left on my mother's side, and he has muscular dystrophy. He is in bad health, and I heard him cry for the first time since my mom passed away in 2002, and it's that bad for my family. So I have to now face this man. And I want to tell you guys something, because I know his family follows me. They don't have the guts to check me, but I remember years ago when I was in Arizona, I went with my uncle when he was using a cane, and my sisters had went to a court hearing, and his sisters tried to jump my two sisters. Now, mind you, guys, I have two older sisters. They're not as tough as me. They don't know how to fight like me because I was the athletic one. I know how to box. I've broken many jaws in my life, and I don't regret anything I did. I wasn't there. I was in Chicago when my sisters were there, and they were going to jump them. So I came to Arizona to go to a hearing with my uncle. They were there, and I said out loud, I have to use the bathroom. That was cold for them to follow me to the bathroom because I was going to do some crazy shit. But guys, they didn't follow me. I thank God they didn't, because I probably would have went to jail that day for putting them both down. But
Especially in the courthouse, Daphne. I'm just saying.
yeah. But see, I was this was years ago.
Right,
But
right. I hear
we
you.
have
I
to face those
understand.
same people. We have to face those same people, and we have to look at those same people who think
Damn.
that their brother should be free. But at the end of the day, guys, when you have to face someone that did something bad, I forgive him. I'm not mad at him. He didn't hurt my feelings. My mom forgave him before she died. So I have to pass the forgiveness on. I know a lot of y'all would say F that, F forgiveness. But if I don't forgive him, it
No,
has power over
absolutely
me.
not.
I
Right?
mean,
Nah,
the thing is
absolutely
like
not.
this.
That's part of
I'm
the
only
healing
telling y'all this
process.
and I'm only telling y'all this because the outcome of this will determine how I feel for the rest of this month. So if I do go silent for a little while, it would be because he appealed again. If he appeals again, guys, we have to go through another year of suffering. And mind you, this happened in 2002 when my mom passed away, March 22 of 2002 to be exact. So as
Well, I
you
got
can
a
see,
question.
yes, you can ask me a
Yo,
question.
wait, shouldn't he be exhausted all these pills if he's been appealing for about decades now, or
Yeah, well,
like years?
Arizona's a different beast. Arizona, I
Yeah.
don't know how he's been able to do that, but this is the state of Arizona where this is happening. And I haven't been there in a long time, and their laws have changed. But when I looked up the case, it kept saying appeal, a continuance, a continuance. And guys, I believe they're telling us that if this does not work out in our favor, we have to wait another year. And at that point, he would not be able to appeal again. So
Thank
what they
God.
want to do, they want us to do a victim statement, and they want us to say it in front of everybody. That's hard for me, guys, because I don't do well talking to people that I'm not happy with, right? So it's gonna be
Exactly.
different for me, but my uncle wants me to do it. I'll do it for him. So, guys, what I'm saying is everybody's fighting their own battle. And even though a black man is the reason why my mother is dead, I forgive him. I don't hate him. I know that at that time he was younger, he was a teenager, and he did something stupid. He didn't have a great family upbringing, and that's why he murdered all those people. He wasn't in his right mind. I forgive him. Just like I would have forgave old girl for talking about my mother, and I would have promoted her business. Guys, I'm not a bad person. I was going to forgive the woman for making fun of my mother and my grandmothers who died if she would have apologized. So that should tell you guys that I am growing as an individual, because I don't live there anymore where I used to try to eliminate people and get them fired and for no reason. I'm better now. I can handle my emotions. So guys, what I'm trying to say to you guys is that we're all an open book. We all have things that we've went through in our life, but we can't let that define us, right? So again, when I talk to these women who grew up with one parent, I was raised by my dad. So a man like Jay who's trying, my dad had to raise 3 girls and a boy. That wasn't easy. 3 girls, you had to go get pads. My dad was embarrassed. He used to wear shades and a hat. I'm like, Dad, they know those aren't for you. You got kids at home. But my dad did what he had to do for us all to be successful. And all of his kids turned out very well. So what I'm saying is my dad raised me and my 2 sisters and my brother, and we all turned out right. 3 of us have college degrees. All 4 of us are in different careers. None of us have criminal records. We are all, doing very well. So I know my dad is very happy. My dad retired at 51 years old, guys. And the retirement age is like 67. So my dad did that. So my dad is my hero too, and there are really good dads out there like Jay and other men who don't get this. My dad never went on Facebook and said, I did it all. Yeah, because women would have said, you're supposed to do that, right? So I say the same thing to women. Don't come up here saying you were a superhero and doing it all alone. Something else I forgot to tell Jay is that Erica lied. Remember when Erica said that she would send her daughter off to him, and his mom took care of her and all that?
Yep,
Well,
yep.
Erica,
She said that.
I forgot to say this to Jay, and Jay, if you're listening, I'm sorry I forgot to tell you. Erica said on Facebook, I want to thank my mom
What's wrong,
and
Mom?
my aunt for helping me raise my daughter. All three of us raised her together. So here's the thing that gets me with women. If a man allows his mother or grandmother to help him, he ain't shit. He a deadbeat. You're never around. But when women say that my mommy and my auntie helped me raise my daughter, those are some strong, beautiful black women. Way to go, queens. No. If he's a deadbeat, so are you. And one thing about women are known for telling their mothers to watch their kids so they can go to Vegas, get flued out, and do all that whole shit. That's happening right now. But you guys are going on Facebook and say that the men don't take care of them. You don't even get your kids all the time. You don't even take care of them all the time. When you do get them, you throw them off to grandma. That's why they said Others Day instead of mothers, because these mothers are leaving them with other people. And that is very true. A babysitter, a friend. But ladies, don't act like you guys are 100% in your kids' lives too. You guys be throwing them kids off to other people. They get on your damn nerves. I know they do. So understand that they get on the father's nerves too. And he might want grandma to take her off for ice cream, right? So all I'm saying is don't judge a man if you're doing it too. Erica, you said your mom and aunt help you raise your daughter. So you have no right to judge Jay on his mother helping him raise his. I mean, she is a woman, right? So in that capacity, she could have asked a woman question and Jay didn't know the answer. You would know the answer. That's why they said a woman can't raise a boy and vice versa, because there are certain things we don't know. Hey, mom, my thing is acting weird. We ain't gonna know what to say because we don't have that thing, right? So what I'm
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
is,
You're correct.
I just want people to be fair across the board. That's all I'm saying. And if Erica wants to talk to me after this, let's do it. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on this situation. If we can do a part 3 next week, we will do the part 3 when Jay is off work, maybe next Friday, and we'll go from there. Or if he doesn't work that late in the weekdays, we can do it in the weekday. I will see what day he's free, and we will do a part 3. If Erica doesn't want to do it, we'll see if his daughter would do it. Okay.
I'm
But
just
we're gonna rebuild this family, y'all. We're gonna bring this family back together
Well,
so that they can be cordial. Not together as a
definitely,
relationship, but cordial.
but
Okay?
definitely,
Yeah.
I just think because if the mama don't want to do it, I think maybe you should talk to and I'm not under no circumstances am I trying to tell you how to run your platform. I want to make that clear. But I think if the mama don't want to do it, maybe you should talk to the daughter
Oh
offline,
yeah.
even
That's
though
already on our mind, Queen.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
got you. I got you. You know,
yeah,
women are stubborn. Women are very
yes,
stubborn. And just
yes.
like the young man who told me that his mom takes out everything on him. So I posted this email the other day, but I was shadow banned and nobody saw it. But a young boy reached out to me. Now, if you are a minor, if you're under 18, say you're 17 and below, I do block people. And no offense to y'all. I don't deal with kids because if your parents find out, I don't want to be blamed for nothing. But this young man reached out to me and said he was 16. He said that his mom absolutely hates him because his dad is engaged to a white woman. He said that she's always saying you ain't gonna be a nothing, and it hurts him. He said, I will pay you with my allowance if you can help my mom like you did the chair lady. The chair lady. So
What
guys, when I tell you guys that these kids are watching and listening, they are.
they
I'm not
are.
making this up. He called her the chair lady. So he said, if you can help her, then
Babies
you can
ain't
help
gonna
my mom.
lie.
And I pay you an allowance. I'm not going to take that kid's allowance, but I did ask him for his mom's email. I have to get consent to even talk to this young man. I sent his mom an email and she has not responded. I don't think she is going to respond. If she doesn't respond in the next couple of days, I will then ask him for his mom's number. I just didn't want to jump in the fire, guys, because some women, they don't like to be told that they're doing something wrong. I'm the mother, but he said she's always banging pots and yelling. And he said, I got one more year of high school and I just want to graduate stress-free. That's all the 16-year-old kid wants, you guys. So when I
Wow.
tell you, I don't get emails often from kids because they know I'll block them, but something told me to read his. And
Every kid
tell you,
deserves a parent. Not every
they
parent
just,
deserves a
amen.
child.
But
every child
Amen. Go
deserves
ahead,
a
hon.
person that's gonna listen to them
I
as
reposted
well.
the email too, guys. I had to take it off because I was shadow banned. Let me tell you how hurt I was. I made the post, and in 1 hour, it
That's the
got
type of
3
shit make
likes.
me cry,
It
man.
got 3 likes in 1 hour,
no,
so I
I was
removed
crying
it.
when I heard
That's
Jake burn.
when I knew I
I'm
was
sorry.
shadow banned. So yeah, guys.
Oh man.
Kids
It
hurt
seems
too.
like they be shadow banning you for the littlest darn
Oh
thing.
yeah. They don't like
That's what
me.
it seemed like to me.
It's so
So
sad.
Guys, look,
I got a
2
question.
years. Yeah.
That shit just broke
Daphne.
my heart, man.
Okay, because I work
All
in
right, man.
mental health
Take some
and
medicine.
huh?
I'm saying.
Go ahead, hon.
Uh because I work in behavioral health,
Mm-hmm.
we are having a LBGT2Q, you know that
Yeah.
I can't say that.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, meeting because when we work, we own a lot of the company I work for own a lot of houses, and we need to learn how to address them. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am a little confused with the they and them, the pronoun. I'm confused with that. So I was thinking if I'm able to get everybody to order a shirt and we do a big order, how soon can we get it?
It depends on how many orders you want and what it is you want. A lot of depending on the shirt you get, it would determine where it's going to be coming from. And if it's a state that has bad weather, then it might be a little bit. I can put a rush order on it. Remember, I'm paying for shipping and all that. So we can definitely talk outside
No,
of this.
when I tell them a price, I definitely include shipping in it.
But see, this is what I do.
Definitely.
I don't mind going in and paying shipping for people because I want it to be easy for them. I actually just want to say shout out to the Aquafina basketball team in Illinois. They did order 20 shirts, and I was able to get that to them in 7 days, which is not bad at all.
Okay.
No,
So
that's
I would
It's
say
convenient.
maybe
not.
a
It's
week. I
not.
can get it in a week. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I rush it. It's
Okay.
not because when you do a big bulk
It's
volume
not.
order, they try to do it fast, but you know how
Right.
people are, the man. But guys, again, when it comes to my brand, I do custom shirts too. So if you do have your own business and you need help with a logo, I help out with logos too for free. I know there's a lot of people just
Okay.
starting out with a business. Don't give up. If you don't have like a layout, my husband said he wanted to do broadcasting. I came out with his logo and design, and I made it real. I got him pillows, I got him hoodies. I support people's.
Really?
Yes, I do that. Barbershops are like my best customers because they tell me,
Daphne
look,
is the
my
Swiss Army knife.
look, man, I do a lot, guys. I do custom designs. I can do promo videos. I do 50 different things. You just tell me what you need, and I'll tell you if I can provide it. I try to make it affordable. All these little pages on Instagram with 5 million followers, makeup pages, I do their promo videos, and I don't charge them a lot. If you guys follow the Shade Room, they charge you $1,000 for a 24-hour ad. $1,000. Somebody asked me how much would I charge to promote their business. I said free because I'm promoting something that you are just getting started. I'm not trying to hurt your pockets. When you make it big, just buy a shirt. That's all I'm asking for. So know that if you have a business that just got started and you need some promo, when I post a story, it gets viewed by 10,000 plus people. I look at who views my stories and it tells you the amount. So you will get the traction. I will also try to buy something from your business if it's, something that I can use. But guys, just know that we all gonna make it together. I don't charge people for shit that should be free. If you guys are going through a child support thing, I will give you the best advice I can, but I'm not an attorney or a lawyer. But I was in the courts and I know what these judges do, and I can tell you the little tricks that they do in court so you could be prepared for the tricks. One thing I can say about child support court, if you're a man and you get a woman, it's not like it used to be where you're going to lose. Women know when other women lie, okay? So you just have to know how to talk to that judge. And know that if you come in there and not let her speak or have the floor and you make it seem like she's not above you, some of them will put the strike down on you. You got to come in there humble. You got to come in there like you're being judged by God. You can't say anything. Women are emotional, and if they feel like you're trying to challenge them, they will rule in the mother's favor. I know the tricks that these judges do. I've seen them for over 7 years, and I would call it before it happened. To those who know me, my brother was the first case that I helped win. Not only did he win, but his baby mama had to pay him in child support. So I should have made a chant for him. I should have made him a chant back in 2009, but TikTok wasn't around.
Baby
Oh,
mamas,
Yes.
my
are you
son
ready
got them.
for
My son
court?
got them
Hey,
gratuity
hey, guess who
payments
got the child
heavy.
support checks?
Say
They
that.
came to my house, y'all. My brother had them sent to my house so that if it didn't come, I can put in like a request to see why it didn't come. So again, she hated the fact that my brother had to get money from her because it's so normal that women get child support.
Yeah.
So my brother would use her child support checks for gas and miscellaneous, and he loved it, y'all. He was like, "Let's go to the movies on me, child support." You know, but
There you go. Facts. Every Friday
what I'm saying,
night.
guys, is that's how it is. So my brother was the first case I won, and again, guys, I love helping men and women, but men, y'all got to do better. If y'all know she
Nah,
crazy,
that's the truth.
don't give her your sperm, man. Men wear a condom. Y'all know some of this y'all fault too, fellas. Y'all got to stop doing what y'all do. Y'all know these women are crazy, but you get pussymatized, and you think, okay, we're gonna be
Not
good,
me.
and then you see that pussy is attached to a crazy woman that will cut your thing off when you go to sleep. I'm
That's
telling
a
you,
penis
fellas.
fly trap. Keep the
I'm
Yes,
trying to
format.
y'all
tell
gotta be
you.
careful. Y'all gotta
That's
be
a
careful.
little
But
Wayne verse right there. That
Daphne,
cut it off and take it with her.
yes,
Good God.
yeah.
holding
I'm scared of being
accountability,
single then.
What'd you say?
holding accountability for my actions. You are correct. The first man I ever dated with a real job was my oldest daughter dad.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga a Cook County sheriff. Driving a nice car and don't mind spending money.
Dang.
Yeah.
You had the time of your
What
life.
man put the vice grips on him? He like, nah,
He said, nah,
I
you ain't
don't want
going
no more
nowhere.
kids.
He's like,
He
nah,
like,
but
I
you ain't
don't.
going nowhere.
That's called dickmatized. You know,
I'm
people
trying to
think
Yeah,
tell
that
you.
patent.
that fool
I'm
was
not gonna get it
like,
patent. But y'all know that's my word though. Y'all know how I talk. So if y'all hear any
look,
other creators saying, "Oh, she was dickmatized," y'all better say you better cite your source.
no, it wasn't stigmatized. I was so raised by being in a house full of women, and the only man was my dad. My dad tried to raise me right, but I got all these other ones. You don't fuck nobody for free. You you already know how they get there.
Yeah.
Shit,
Mm-hmm.
man, that fool was like, you getting an abortion. I don't want no more kids. I got one kid. I don't want no more. I got two kids. I don't want no more kids. All right. The second time I got pregnant, nigga, I thought I had got me an NBA player. You fucking with
Nope.
me? That nigga, he was like, look, yeah, for 8 years didn't do what he had to do for his baby. But I never downed him. When I talked to his mom and talked to him, I promise you, from 8 years old, that man ain't missed a basketball game, ain't missed a travel game, ain't
They must have
missed
try
shit.
out.
D,
None
you
of that.
what you mean try out? D, it's the meds. I think his banana
No, I'm
kush.
talking about like
We know all our
extracurricular
life. We
tryouts,
know
just
we talking about
like for
No,
tryouts. We
different
never
sports
missed
and
a.
stuff like
I
that.
don't.
no.
D, was
Huh?
you
I thought he was talking about the baby basketball game. What are you talking
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they have, I know they
about?
have different tryouts before they join different
Yeah.
He said
teams and different
he never
leagues.
missed that piano recital. How you know they play piano?
I'm just throwing
Meds.
different ideas.
He got the meds, girl. The meds he got the future. No guys, no,
D, man,
I'm
D,
glad
you
you
look
look.
past your bedtime, man.
I was
Past your
supposed to be off
Nah,
for
I'm
bedtime,
sleep,
man.
good.
guys. I was supposed
I'm
to be off
good.
for
I'm a
sleep an hour
vampire.
ago. But look, I do have to wind this up because my husband, I left him downstairs. We were having movie night. We're watching a good movie too. But look,
Oh damn.
what I
Girl,
will say to
gonna do
you
your
guys is that
thing.
I love having fun, guys. I love talking about life with people. Sometimes we might need
Love
to
you
just
too,
talk to someone
Daphne.
to get something
We
off of their
do.
chest. Guys, look, if y'all need to text me something or if y'all want to talk to me on the phone, I will make time to answer your call. My husband does work on the weekend, so I do have some time on the weekends when I'm not running errands. But if you guys need to just vent and let something out on my Instagram, it does say contact. That is a real phone number. It is my mental health hotline. And I will do the best I can to answer your question. But look, y'all, I'm only one person. I do everything by myself. But let me tell y'all this. There are some beautiful women out there and men that are really trying to find love. And let me tell you,
Mm.
there's only two people I have set up so far since I did my shoot your shot thing that I do. But listen, if you guys are trying to get back in the dating scene, I want to be able to help you guys, but you have to be able to help yourselves first. If you guys are out there trying to find someone to talk to, maybe about life, maybe you're not looking at a real relationship, just a friendship first, inbox me or email me because I want to be able to set people together. Because look, it's cool being by yourself, but it's fun being able to talk to someone about something and
Yeah.
talking to someone who gets you. All that I love being single shit. You guys are lying. I know women right now who tell me When they go home, they cry because there's nobody there. It's not a good feeling, y'all. So look, if you guys just want somebody to talk to and you're trying to connect with someone who's like-minded like you, let me set y'all up. You never know what state people are in. So reach out to me, guys, because look, ain't nothing like having someone that loves you back. I'm being for real because we all come
Yes.
flawed. We all come flawed. Like I tell women every day, one woman tried to say, well,
Hmm.
you had a good upbringing. No, I didn't. I was raised by my dad. I lost my mother, my grandmother, and my uncle within a year and a half. I had a really sad life. I really did, guys. And then my mental
But you
breakdown
got
came.
such a pure heart.
Oh yeah, because
No,
look,
she had to get through it though.
That's what I'm
She had to
telling
2011,
get
you.
through
guys.
it.
Somebody asked me
Fire,
about my
fire
website.
makes iron.
My website is Mental Health 2011. The reason why the year is 2011, that's when I knew I wanted to make a change. In 2011, when I was in a hospital, I was on suicide watch. And guys, this is a real story because I
I've
had a
been
nervous
there.
breakdown. I was on suicide
No,
watch.
wait a minute.
They had me, girl, let me finish. Damn. I mean, we're going to end up fighting later. You said you live in Cook County? Drop me your address so we can talk about life, okay?
Uh-oh.
I'm explaining.
No,
But look,
I was micing it. Go ahead.
I was on suicide watch and they had a camera watching one little mat on the floor and they had a spotlight right there on the mat. They wouldn't let me have a phone. I couldn't have nothing with strings on it. Y'all wasn't gonna kill myself. I just didn't know what I was going through was a mental health condition. Nobody told me about that. But I remember when we were out on the yard and I saw one of my high school friends who knew I was full of life. He knew me in high school as being popular. I was homecoming. I won everything. Everyone knew who I was in high school. They also knew not to fuck with me in high school. If anybody ever goes to Arizona, I went to Independence High School. They used to think I was a bully because I protected those who got bullied, but I never got my ass kicked. I was highly respected at Independence High School in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing to hide with my life. Everything
Oh,
I say is
wow.
100% real. No
I got
lies
a
over here. I
I
just
got a
want y'all to
quick
know this is real.
question. I got
Hold
a
on, let me
quick
finish.
question.
Let me
Okay,
finish.
okay,
So,
okay, okay.
when my high school friend, when we locked eyes, he had something in his hand. If anybody knows what soda cans, you know how you can start ripping a soda can and it becomes real sharp.
Yep.
He had a piece of a soda can. He was getting ready to slit his wrist. I caught him and I yelled at him and I said, "What are you doing?" He looked at me and he just started crying because he was like, "Why the fuck is she in here? I know this ward, right?" And he dropped it. And I said, "No, throw it over the fence." He grabbed it, threw it over the fence, and y'all, we embraced for like, I would say maybe about 10 minutes. I was so angry at those nurses for not watching him. And to this day, he said I can always say, the story. His name is Anthony. I went to school with him. Anthony, I love you, man. Like I said, in school, you were
Do you
quiet.
still talk to him?
I still talk to him. I saved his life. I saved his life that day in 2011. And that's when I knew that men did not get the same resources as women. So I called the nurses out and they were able to help him. We both graduated from the program where we were able to go back out into the community. Because, guys, I had anxiety so bad. I thought I was going to die. I called 911 one day. They was taking too long. I called them again. 2 showed up, y'all. They thought I was crazy as hell. But when my dad told me about the anxiety that runs in my family, I then understood my mental health. I also didn't get help for getting my ass beat for 3.5 years. I went on through life like nothing happened. So when we hold on to things like that and not get help, we end up in the hospital. Guys, I almost died. I literally almost died in 2011. I was never on suicide watch, but I was really messed up. So when I tell you guys that we all have a story, I'm not afraid to talk about my past. And me getting my ass beat for 3.5 years, it made me stronger because I saved his life. I saved another man's life, the guy that put his hands on me. So just know
So
that.
D, do you know God don't make no mistakes? He
Oh, he
only
don't.
tests the strongest subjects.
So
Even
yeah.
though it was brutal at that time, he knew you could go through it.
Oh
And
yeah. I went through it. So, and I'm here today. So what I'm saying, guys, is any story you tell me, I've probably heard it or I've been through it. So I know about abuse. I'm not gonna sit and tell you I've been sexually assaulted, but my ex did. He did rape me quite a bit of times. When I didn't know at the time it was rape. I didn't know no meant no. I would literally tell him get off me, and he would still do it, and I would just sit there. I know that feeling, but I didn't know what that was. I was still new in this relationship thing, and I know now what it was. But I still wouldn't say that that's what it was, even though that's what it is, right? Because I don't want to be no one's victim. So what you don't know, it's like I was okay with not knowing. But when I actually got counseling, they told me that that's what that was. I could have had this man locked up for life. I thank God I didn't do that. He apologized. I forgave him. So again, guys,
I
we
seen
grow
that.
from We go through what we go through what we grow through. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, guys, look, I love everybody. If you need me, you know how to reach me. I just want to say thank you guys for being on this late show. It got up to like 150 people. I think the last time I seen those numbers was when we had Charlena on the show. Guys, I just want to say thank you to those who care and
Can
who
I
know
ask
what
you
I do
one
is
more
my
thing?
opinion.
No, we love
Yeah,
you.
you can ask me
I
one
want
more
to
thing,
ask you
girl.
something.
Come on now, 'cause
One
I
more
want the
thing.
draws. Husband
Okay,
down there
look.
butt naked. Come on now.
Oh
Can you
shit.
Listen,
reach
let that
out?
lady go.
Oh
She
Can
got
you
that
shit.
look
man
at
Dead
down
on
too.
ass.
YouTube?
She said it's
On
about to be
What do
good
you say?
YouTube,
night.
can
Hold
you
on.
look at Kwame Brown, Bucks Life? He was the very first NBA player that was drafted out of high school. And
Mm-hmm.
because they feel under Michael Jordan drafted this man. It is these young ladies just talking about him because he don't go after ladies. But you bitches are bust. This is the first 18-year-old. Regardless of how y'all feel he played, this is a black man that know the first NBA draft player for basketball straight out of high school. And y'all dogging them like this, and you look like this. You're on Section 8. Why are y'all bringing them down like that?
That's what they do,
This,
girl. That's
if
what they
you get time,
Everybody got
just
something
check
to
them out.
say.
I will. I'll look it
Facts.
up.
Just check them
Everybody's a critic.
out.
I'll look it
Yeah.
up. But guys, look, I love that we have these conversations because look, we
Love
get to laugh,
you.
right? We get to laugh at the end. And you know what, T, I think this is your first time actually spending this much time with us. You know,
It
and
is.
I
It
want to say
is.
thank you guys. I love picking on Daquan because he laughs at my jokes, but he don't care. He's like, I'm gonna be me. And look, Daquan, like, right now he
Facts.
high as a kite. Y'all see him right now,
That's
y'all?
a fact.
He over here laughing at jokes that ain't even that funny. He was like, I'm
I
like,
don't
damn,
need to smoke. I'm gonna give me some edibles so I
comedian
can feel how
Daphne,
you
Daquan.
feel.
I'm gonna
I'm
change my
trying to
name to
tell you.
Comedian Daphne. I got jokes, y'all. Comedian Daphne will be my new name after tomorrow. But guys, look, we all a team. I got y'all back, like I said, and I want you guys to
And we
keep on
got yours.
the way that
Watch.
this is
Always and
I'm gonna put
going.
a
forever.
big order in. I'm going to job because they
T said,
know
I'm
I
gonna put
bully
a
them about some shit.
T said, I'm gonna put a huge order in. She gonna order 2 shirts
Uh,
tonight. Be like, this is a
buy
huge
this
order,
shirt.
guys.
This what
Go
we
ahead.
doing mental health. Buy this shirt. The CEO can go back because I'm telling her back. That's
Look,
what
y'all,
I do.
Right. Most
Not gonna
definitely.
lie though.
my mental
Yo,
look,
Dabney.
yeah.
Oh, when you
Yeah.
gonna do the trauma stream? I definitely want to be in on
Oh
that.
yeah. You know what? Thank you. But you know, since this is Super Bowl weekend, we're not gonna do trauma. You know, because
I
that's gonna
know.
cause trauma. Because people gonna be watching the Super Bowl. We're gonna hear it hitting and all. So I'm thinking we could do the trauma episode Tuesday evening. I know y'all like them evening shows. So the trauma episode will involve men and women who have went through some stuff in their life. And I know there's people. Y'all remember when we had that mental health episode, that guy that we had to talk off the ledge? We all did it as a team. If anybody followed me when I did one of my mental health shows, it was really sad. I don't know if y'all remember the guy, he was crying, saying he doesn't want to live anymore. I never had nobody do that with me, but we were able to
Oh my
talk that
God.
brother off the ledge, y'all, and everything was fine. So you never know what someone's going through, but I want to talk about it. I know those kind of shows don't get a lot of attention. They love my drama shows, but I can fit the trauma show in next Tuesday, and we can also fit part 3. I guarantee you Erica's going to reach out to me. When her name is mentioned, she is all in my inbox. I'm telling you. On Facebook, she reached out to me like 3
But if
times.
we doing, oh
You
sorry,
sure you want to
sorry.
do that on next Tuesday? That's on
No,
Valentine's
I'm saying
Day.
we're gonna do trauma first, and I think we should do the part 3 on the weekend. It ain't gonna be
Okay.
the same. It ain't gonna be like the same day or nothing. But
Oh, okay.
that trauma episode I told you guys last week I wanted to do because I did get like 3 inboxes from people, and their stories were so graphic. We got to hear this, y'all. We have to hear
I
these stories, right?
Oh, I
Trying
definitely
to tell you.
I want to be on that one though because I really
Okay,
have a
cool.
I have a
And
story.
guys, look, you don't have to go by your government name. I'm not afraid to talk about my trauma. Like I said, I
Well,
tell
listen, I ain't
everybody
scared. I'm
the,
an open book.
the reason why I tell everybody my story is because if you tell them, they can't use it against you. That's why your mom got shot. Okay, I already said that. Remember when I told y'all Michael Blackson said I'm ugly, right? So when someone calls him ugly, he's not affected. He already said he ugly. He's acknowledged that he ugly, right? So when you acknowledge your traumas, no one can use them against you. Like I said, I'm not afraid to say that I made mistakes when I was young. I got a car for my first boyfriend. Got a car for him. And when we broke up, he let them repo that shit. And guess who they tried to take 544 from every 2 weeks? Me. That's how much they were taking from me because of what I was making. And you know what I had to do? Run right to bankruptcy. I'm not afraid to admit shit like
Who
that. Yes, I called my dad crying like a little bitch. Dad, they're trying to rape me for this money. They were charging me what the car was back in 2006. They tried to charge me that in 2016. I told my dad they're trying to take $544 bi-weekly from me. I'm not working my ass off to pay them what the car was worth 10 years ago. That isn't fair. They already sold the car for parts and everything. But my ex did that to me because he was mad that I moved on. And that was my punishment. That's what I get. I had to take accountability and run my ass right to bankruptcy court. I'm not afraid to admit shit like that. It was either that or pay off a $30,000 vehicle that I don't own anymore from 10 years ago. So, guys, shit like that, I'm not afraid to admit because we all made stupid mistakes. I loved my boyfriend at the time. Yeah, my back, I had his, but my credit was excellent. His was shit. I didn't know credit and all that shit. I just thought I was helping someone, right? But when you break up with people, you break up with the car too. He's like, fuck this car. And he left it abandoned and they found it. So guys, you got to make sure you make good mistakes. That's why I want to be there for people, because I've been through all that shit. I've been through everything in my life that you could think of. So know that I'm an open book because I don't care. You can't use against me what I've already talked about, right? I've never been to prison. I don't want to go. I almost went to jail many times. I was going to hurt someone in front of a cop. I made dumb decisions back then because I thought I could be tough. This officer, he tried to check me and I checked him back. I don't know what I was doing at that time, but I could have went to jail. So I used to be that hot-headed, guys, until a man told me yuck. So what I'm saying, ladies, is I was humbled too. When I was told that I had an ugly mouth, I had to look in the mirror and say, wow, I brushed my teeth. He wasn't talking about that. It's when you speak, it's ugly. Ladies, you don't want a man telling you that. It's humbling, right? I felt like Whoopi Goldberg in Color Purple. I said, I'm ugly now.
You've never been to the county.
Yeah, no, girl, please. I like to give back, but I'm not going inside there. I see what they do to these people in jail.
You got a whole mouth and you've never been to Cook County jail.
No, I have. I have been to Cook County jail. I've been there to volunteer. Yeah, I have. But I'm saying I wouldn't want to go in there.
Scared straight program.
Definitely been on the right side of the bars.
Exactly.
But y'all ain't got nothing on those tents out in Arizona. Now, have you ever been in a tent where there's scorpions? 115 degree weather?
I ain't got no felonies. I don't know nothing about that.
Look, when I had to go and visit some of my clients, because I care about the clients that I take care of. Back in the day, Sheriff Joel Powell, he would have niggas out there in them tents, 115 degree weather, right? And in them tents, you had scorpions, you had everything you could think of. And he treated those men like dogs. He's no longer in charge out there, but they treated black men like dogs. Not only that, if you go to jail in Arizona, they will put you on the newspaper the next day called Slam, and it shows your mugshot. So not only are you going to get in trouble by going to jail, but your job is going to see it the next day. That's how they do you in Arizona. So if I was you guys, if you ever go to Arizona, don't get in trouble. They don't play out there. They are very, very bad with that. They'll put you in them and then they make you wear pink. They treat you like a bitch out there. So I'm saying Cook County ain't got shit on Maricopa County.
Damn.
They treat y'all like shit. If you ever been stung by a scorpion, they don't stop stinging when they're babies because they don't know how much venom to put. So I'm just saying, I've been through some rough shit and I'm like, man, y'all have to live like this? Well, then stop fucking up. I talk to Pookies. I talk to Pookies every day. Now, also, there's a guy online named Joshua. I call him Prison Pookie. He is this buff guy. These women have been putting money on this man's books and he murdered people.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes. So
I saw every blog has got pictures of this man.
I know his JPEG's probably crazy.
I was sent a post by someone who said that they used their child support and put that on his books. I'm verifying that right now. I'm verifying. Some people make up stories. If it is true, if she used her child support to put money on this man's books, I'm going through it right now to verify. If it's true, I'm going to expose her. Like, ladies, it's never that serious. He ain't going to give you no dick. He in prison. So I'm just
I doubt they give conjugal visits in the state of Arizona anyway, so.
Hey, Queen, I saw your comment. I think you have posted
this woman, she about 250. He ain't fucking her. Go ahead, what you say?
Oh, nah.
Queen, I saw you posted.
Go ahead.
I saw you posted your reply. I think it was on the Shade Room or one of those blogs. And the first thing I saw was your name, and you posted a comment. And I forgot what the comment was, and everybody was right behind it. But you were right. It's like
I said, these are the men they get pregnant by, and then they'll go online and say that the man ain't shit. The man
Right.
is
Yep.
attractive to these
Yep.
women. He's sexy, but they're
Yep.
forgetting he murdered someone. There's women right now who date men that are
Interesting.
in prison who are about to get out, and they will let that man around their kids. Like I said, ladies, you got to be careful too who you're messing with. He in there for a reason. Now, I'm not saying that men don't change, but when they have a history of going in and out of prison, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle was in and out of prison. I barely saw him. Every time he came out, he went back in until the last time he came out, he committed suicide over his mother and sister passing. So what I'm saying is that
Mm.
prison life is not the life. But these women get dickmatized because he looks good and he's packing. Ladies, it's not that serious. Y'all can do better than that. But then y'all will say he ain't shit. He's broke. He's a bum. He ain't got no job. But you knew that when you were talking to Prison Pookie, right? I call him Prison Pookie. That's what I call him. But
If y'all
ladies,
think about it, y'all paying for OnlyFans for a man that you're not even gonna see.
exactly.
Y'all literally
And mind
paying
you,
for
I'm saying
curious.
in conjugal vengeance.
In
He ain't just gonna
retrospect,
get
I
one like
agree
that.
with son. I ain't even gonna
I'm
lie.
curious how much money they put on
He
his
got a
books.
greater
Like
pay
how
with
much
that.
total that he got right now since they posted that picture online.
He running it
Look,
up. He
these
probably
if you
subscribed
use
$29.95 a month.
My
look in
man,
prison, they can call you. I saw somebody go live on prison in a Facebook group, the Kevin Samuels Facebook group, and they were in there talking to these women saying, "Send me money," and these women were sending them money. I'm telling you, women would do things for good-looking men that are in prison.
Wow.
They want that. They want that hardcore man with the tattoos on his neck, and he did some time, but then when he steal money out your purse, you mad. But he got a history of stealing. So I'm just saying, ladies,
See?
y'all choose these men. I
See
cannot
what that
help you
attention
find who.
cost you?
Yeah, it will
yo,
cost you
Daphne,
a
you
lot.
gonna laugh at
Sometimes your
this.
life.
Yo,
Sometimes your life.
Chris Rock said this a couple of years ago in the 80s. He was like, some of these women do not like nice guys. They gotta
They
date Ike
don't.
before they date Mike.
He told the truth. I remember
Look,
that skit.
Yeah.
crazy.
He had did that
But
off
that,
of
but
one
that's
of his
true.
promos.
Yeah, he did
Women
that.
want those tough guys, and then when they slap them around, they're wondering why they got slapped around. Now, look, ladies, we all deserve good in our life, right? Men too. Men also deserve good. And men, if you've made mistakes in the past, learn from those mistakes. But if you keep going back to that jail and prison, then you're not learning. You don't need to be with nobody. So again, it goes both ways. These women are not innocent either. They know what they're getting out of a prison man. He ain't had pussy in years. So they use that. Well, you need a place to stay and you need all this, and you got to make sure your PO knows that you're doing well. Well, if you make me mad, I'll just call your PO. They love prison pookies because they have control over them. They have to have a stable
Exactly.
place to stay, right? They got to
They
have
could
a
put a
job.
leash on him.
And it's like a leash. And if you make me mad, I will call your PO and I will tell him you're
Yeah,
trying to hit me.
you going right back to jail.
That's right. So fellas, be careful whose hands you go
With
into.
another charge.
That's right. Like I said, we got to do better on all avenues. That's all I'm saying, guys.
Yes.
Nope. Nobody's perfect. So with that being said, I will see what Erica says. Stay tuned on my Instagram. I'll keep you guys posted, but I'm not deleting anything I put on my story. She said some particular things that didn't sit well with me, and when I looked it up, she was lying. That's on my Instagram right now in my stories. I'm not going to delete it. If you guys hear from her and she reaches out to you, because I know she saw my message, she's avoiding me right now. She knows my number. I'm here. Let me know if she says anything about me. But like I said to Erica, I don't like to be played with, and she used me for clout. So if anybody just got on the show, I brought Erica's I hate saying baby daddy, but the father of her child, his name is Jay. I brought him on to the show so he can tell us his part. He's a very calm guy, good guy, and it sounds like Erica embellished a lot. The first thing she said to me that angered me is that we were looking for an apartment. Everything was going well. This man was living on campus. He was a student living off of his student loans. That is a red flag. You should not be procreating with a man who is still in school and you guys are living off his student loans. He said when the student loans ran out, he had to leave that place. Because when you go to school, if you're staying on their property, you have to stay in school to still be there. If you don't stay in school, they kick you out. So all I'm saying is she didn't tell us that. If she would have said he was living adjacent to the school under their rules, I would have been like, now, Erica, that's the first red flag. But guys, she made us think that he had an apartment and she came home to him.
Good.
Guys, she lied. She lied. And again, Erica has 3 kids by 3 men. She is no better. So for her to say all this about baby daddies, eventually you have to admit that it's you. Okay, we know one man passed away due to cancer. God rest his soul. But what about the other baby daddy? And are you going to be honest with me, Erica, or do I need to say who he is? Because I'm respecting you by not saying his name. I'm respecting you enough. I'm trying to be nice. So it's
Wherever
time for you to
finger
be
you point,
honest.
3 point back at you.
It's time for you to be honest, Erica. Like I said, you came on my show lying. You opened up the Pandora's box. Well, now it's time for you to own up to what you said. So, guys, I'm hoping that
basically.
Erica can tell you guys why I didn't work with her and baby daddy number 3, because we're going to find out. We're going to find out, and we're going to hold her accountable for lying. So if Erica does not want to come on the show, I was trying to reach out to the daughter and work with her and Jay, but I'm still going to expose that third baby daddy and give him the chance to say why it didn't work out. Because eventually, ladies, you got to understand that it's you. You did something. You can't sit there and say that it was all
Right.
the men. That's 3 men, 3 kids, 3 men. That ain't looking too good. And now you're with the 4th man who has 2 kids. Remember the other guy, the new guy? So, I mean, that's why she said that they get along, because she got a whole bunch of kids too. So it's
Right.
equal.
So they
So
just trying to
again,
make everything a house a home, but everything's still
exactly.
dysfunctional.
Exactly. So again, she lied to all of us, y'all. But look, again, thank you guys. I'm about to go to my husband. Okay, I need to get the draws now. Now I need my
Come on
Yeah,
medicine.
now.
yeah, yeah.
D,
Come
you got
on
me some
It's
now.
all
medicine.
right.
Now I'm about
I
to get
hear
my
you.
my medicine. Okay.
Have
It's
a good
Mr.
night.
Nasty
Have
time.
fun.
Word to Uncle Elroy.
All right.
We
So,
appreciate
Get out
you.
of here.
all right, y'all. Hey,
Daphne,
everybody.
I'll reach out to you on Instagram.
It's
Hey,
so good, Queen.
wait,
Have a good night.
Miguel. Yes, yes, Miguel. All those tears were fake. She was fake crying. That, I think that's what bothers me the most, you guys, because she was like, and I
Oh,
was like, damn.
She was hollering, crying.
She was.
Yeah,
How many
Hollering.
yeah,
times did she
yeah.
cry? Like it was like,
She was putting on the whole gag.
look. And to anybody who did not see the first show, go back and look at Daphne versus Erica. I think she cried like 8 times in that whole show. And thank you to those who sent me a super chat too. I appreciate you guys. I was so in the moment that I didn't recognize you, but yeah, she cried a lot of times, and she said her mom and aunt were so mad at me because I made her cry. I didn't make her do anything, guys. Did I force her to do anything? I warned her not to bring her daughter on, right? Unless her daughter was. I said, look, I'm not gonna take it easy. Remember, I warned her, didn't I? That's on the show. She said, no, my daughter's fine. She's going to be tough. But then she inboxed me after the show, guys, and told me that everybody was mad at me. She said her daughter was furious with me, and furious with a lot of you guys who were talking about her mom. It was just the opposite of what she said her daughter would do. So again, guys, I was lied to so many times, and now I'm the villain right now in her family.
Well,
So
my
to the
thing is that
Frasers,
if they listened to the video, we wasn't talking trash to her. We was not attacking her. We said that several times that we are not attacking
Exactly.
her. We were talking to her as an adult and be held accountable for your actions. That's it.
facts. And
Simple.
you know what?
It's plain and simple.
Accountability now on Instagram is called hate speech. So guys, just know that on Instagram, I have to walk on eggshells. I only had the page for a short time, and I already have 5 violations. My main page, I didn't go through this much, and I had it for 10 years, guys. Never been shadow banned on my main page, but now people are reporting me at higher rates, and I just have to be careful. I can't lose another page because I'm not going to start a new one. I already got to 18,000 followers on Instagram, and it wasn't easy, guys. So again, I want to say thank you to those who are helping me right now with this platform. I hope to one day be bigger where I can do bigger giveaways. But look, y'all, we a family at the end of the day. So again, if you don't want any of your business being exposed for being a lie, don't post it publicly. Post it just to your friends, and I will never see it. Now, if you trust your friends enough with some lies or whatever, know that they may send it to me. Now, I might not have any capabilities of saying I figured you'd say that, but if they send it to me in email, I can still go to your page and view stuff. And if you think you're gonna delete, I'm sorry, block my pages, I do have a secret page that nobody knows about, and I would not tell you the name of the page. Okay, because I don't want nobody trying to get that shut down. I do have a secret page that I've had for over 5 years, and I have it so when I'm on these bans, I can then go through and look. And I didn't even remember I had the page. I actually went back to my emails and I figured out what the password was, and I was able to retrieve this page. So I'm glad I still have it, but I'm not gonna tell nobody what name it is. I used to be in roast groups back in the day, and whenever somebody said you're a bitch or a hoe, I would post their address. And this is back in the day where you didn't get reported so quick in these roast groups, but people that know me from the roast groups, there was one called Exposure. I was one of the top people in that group. I was an admin, and anytime somebody came in there and said some lies, I exposed them for the truth, and I was really good at that. And that was before you were on bans all the time. So, guys, I mean, I did it for a living until I was like, you know what, I got to be more mature. So just know that I do care about people. If you need my services, depending on what you ask for, I might tell you that I can't do it, and you should pay someone in your state. I don't want to take any money from people, but look, if you got me researching jobs and stuff like that, it takes time, and I just can't give away my time for free no more. Okay, I already do life coaching for free, and I think that's doing a lot. So if y'all don't think that's doing a lot, I'm sorry you don't think it is, but it is. So just know that I do the best that I can to make everybody happy. And again, if Erica hops into anybody's inboxes regarding me, please let me know ASAP. Call my cell phone because I know she's gonna hear this. I don't make threats. I would never hurt anybody. I would never assault anybody, but I will post something that's truthful, and I will come with receipts. I would never post something and not back it up. Okay. Um, it's only right that I do that. So if I say that I'm gonna post something about you, it's something that they can find too. I just found it first. That's how I look at it. A lot of the stuff that I get comes from people that don't fuck with other people, and they will say, "Well, did you see this?" And they send it to me, and they give it to me. And if it was something that was public already, then I'm gonna use it. So just know that people that you fuck over, they will get you back in other ways, guys. Remember, God brought that girl right back to my inbox asking me to share her business, and she forgot that she talked about my mom years ago. So again, guys, I just want people to know the truth. And one thing about me is that I will not come for you if you don't come for me first. That's all I'm saying. If you don't want to deal with me, block me. But if you don't care and you want this smoke, come this way. I'm okay with that. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have law enforcement connects in I would say about 29 states. I do have law enforcement connects, and that's only because when I work for the state and me being a PI had to interact with people in different states. So just know that I don't come empty-handed. If you make a threat to me, I will send it to someone higher so they can hack your account, and then we'll be
Ooh,
able to figure it
yeah.
out. So when I tell you that I have people that care about me, I have people that care about me thanks to my husband. So if you think that you're gonna say something to me, you better say it from a page that you're gonna deactivate. I do know how to run your IP to see your location. I can even do it from a PS5 now. I've learned that. I passed that training class. Don't do something stupid is all I'm saying. It's not worth it, guys. Your life is valuable. It's not worth you getting a charge. You can lose your job. You can lose your kids. Making a threat to someone online, it puts your kids in danger. If you didn't know that,
Crazy.
I'm telling you now. I hate hearing that I have to take somebody to court that has kids, but I will go that far and be that petty. No more being nice. So, ladies, if I make you that mad where you want to kill me, let's talk about it. But watch what you say online. And if you say it from a private account, please know that it's not that private. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. I think those are my final thoughts. And again, guys, hang in there. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Valentine is not, it's not really a date. I mean, it's not really no big date or big thing. It's another day. You should be showering your man and woman every day. Every day should be Valentine's Day. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I'm
Right?
single. I ain't worrying about none of
Don't be
that.
telling your man on Tuesday you're gonna get this head. No, give him head
Duh.
today. Give him head tomorrow. Give him head
Listen,
on Sunday. Don't tell him you're
listen.
gonna get it on Tuesday. Men don't sit well with that. They shouldn't have to get your mouth wrapped in a bow. Give him that every day because he has your back. Don't do that, ladies. Women be thinking they pussy is a gift. It's not. He already had it. It's used.
Mm,
It's like telling a man here, take this 2010, Porsche. It's used. People been driving it, putting their hands on it. They don't want that. They want something new off the lot. So, ladies, stop giving him what he already has gotten. Give him something that he asked for. Okay. Some men might want you just to shut the fuck up and get out the house. That's their gift.
mm,
Do that. Do that. Okay. So again, guys and men, if you got a good woman, please appreciate her. Please get her something. If you can't afford to get her anything, then do something from the heart. Be her masseuse. Okay. Rub her back. Women love massages. They do. I tell you that now. They love massages, man. You can make their day with them massage. And men, y'all got strong hands. Use them. Okay. You ain't always got to spend money. Make her favorite meal. She love the extra little sauce on top. Make her something good. I ain't talking about no hot dogs. Make her real food. So guys, there's a lot of stuff you can do for free. But ladies,
right.
head is not a gift. Sex is not a gift. Let that shit go. Unless you giving him another woman, he ain't gonna want the same shit he already had. So what I'm saying is, do it because you love doing it. Don't do it because it's Valentine's Day. That's weak, right? So that's all I'm saying, ladies and fellas. Take care of your lady. If you got a good one, if you got one that nags all the time, get her a muzzle. This should get the point.
Mm,
Okay? Get her a muzzle and tell her you love her, but I need you to wear this between these hours, and I'll be happy. And maybe she'll wear it. I'm just saying, don't do that, fellas. Don't do the muzzle. I'm just playing. I'm just saying, guys, there's a lot of ways we can make each other happy. It don't cost, right? So again,
Right.
have a good weekend, you guys, and again, I hope to hear from you guys soon. We'll do the trauma episode next week. If you're one of those people who have suffered trauma growing up, whether it be assault, whether it be something by the hands of an adult, I want to bring you on the show. You can be anonymous. You don't have to use your name, but please don't lie to me. Please don't come on the show saying some really bad shit, and then I find out that you made the story up. We don't need Tyler Perry's on the show. We need people who actually went through this trauma. Okay, I told you guys my trauma. I got my ass beat, you know, and I'm not saying I deserved it, but I'm not gonna say I wasn't the cause of some of them hits. I could have shut the fuck up, but my mouth was just too slick. You bitch nigga. I was good at cussing. I knew all the words. You know, I knew how to spell them. I knew how to piss him off. You know, good ass nigga. That's why I'm making $10 more. And I got hit in the face for that. So I'm just saying, I knew what would push his buttons when I could have walked away. And I wish that I would have learned how to shut the fuck up when I was younger. I'm just glad I got out of there with my life. That's all I can say. So guys, again, have a good night, and we'll talk next week. Or if Erica wants to bring some smoke, it'll be this week. Okay? So let's hope that Erica is going to be calm, cool, and collective, and we can go from there. Okay? Guys, have a good night. I love you all.
Have a good night. Thank
Love
you.
you.
Good night,
Appreciate
y'all.
Good night,
you.
mama.
Good night,
You
T.
too.
Appreciate you doing.
Good
And
night,
D,
everyone.
no more
Yes,
medicine for
ma'am.
you today. D, you just go to
Nah,
bed.
nah, nah.
Not
Yeah,
you,
yeah. I'm
D. I'm
about to
talking
hang
about
it up.
Daquan.
Yeah,
No more
yeah, yeah.
medicine,
No,
man.
no, no, no. Yeah, yeah. You're right. I was just waiting till the end of the stream. I'm about to hang it up.
No, you about to smoke. I saw you rolling up, man. You was rolling up. Look,
Yeah, I saw
let's
that too.
live.
He about to burn
See?
one right now.
Oh man,
Man,
come on now.
Daquan
He
got
Why
about
a
y'all
to
giving
burn
me
tattoo
one
away?
right
rolling up.
now.
Come on
Hey,
now,
Daquan,
listen.
I want to say thank you because you always come on here happy, excited. I know all that ain't the banana kush. Some of that is you. You're a good
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
man.
you're
You're a
right.
good guy. Talking about you
I
like being serious.
appreciate you.
You'll make a woman laugh all day, Daquan. That's a good
I
quality, man.
probably would. I probably would, but half of them don't even see it. But it's all right.
Okay, well,
I'll
I'll
keep
tell Erica
trying.
you're single,
I'll keep
okay?
trying.
Erica says she's looking for a Daquan. Okay?
Hey, you never know.
Look, but hey, you guys, I hope you guys have a good night. Daquan, keep smiling, man. You really do have a nice smile. You're funny.
I
And D,
appreciate you.
D, thank you for telling me, what you told me is personal, and you said that. I would love to have you on the show next week. I want you to be featured on there, and you can say your piece. And I hope that you heal from whatever you went through. If it's something that I can help you with, let me know, okay?
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Okay, perfect. And you guys all have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
Good night, mama. Y'all stay
All right,
blessed.
and shout out to Hot Dog Water. He said some really good things earlier. He said he really loves my streams when I go past the time. Hey, Hot Dog Water, I hate your name, but I love what you said, man. That made me smile. Thank you. Shout out to Latoya. She is now a moderator. Shout out to None of Your Damn Business, because none of your damn business be going in them comments. Shout out to Matt, Miguel, Cat Bandit. I'm gonna give y'all some shout outs. Ziggy, Be Right. I'm going through Nikki Jones. Let me see. Carlo, that's my buddy. Derek, shout out to you. Shout out to my friend the Roger Report. Shout out to Misha. XX Lyrics, Brandon. Thank you for the super chat, Brandon. I appreciate you. Mr. Happy, I see you. I think that's a lot of people right there. Anybody extra money? Extra money, reach out to me on my Instagram and we'll talk about what you need help with, man. Okay, I was just playing about the extra money. That was a joke on your name. But guys, to everybody else that I missed, Malik, shout out to all of you guys. You guys are all special to me, and I love you guys all. Did I miss anybody? Because there's a lot of y'all in the chat. The First Prime, I pray for you too. The First Prime, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Who else did I miss? Big X brother, shout out to you. Okay. So yeah, there was a lot of y'all in here. There was like 100. It got up to 150 some people, y'all. And again, Swaggy Ice, thank you. You said you're gonna copy your shirt. Guys, my website is mentalhealth2011.com all together. Mentalhealth2011.com. Order you a shirt. I will try to get it to you within a couple weeks. I do all this on my own, guys, and I can only put in an order when I have more than 10 orders. I can't do no 2 orders. So I have to have 10 in order to put it in. Right now, I believe I'm like at 7. I just put in an order the other day, and it's like almost 50 items. So I do big bulk orders too for people who order a lot. I do the best that I can. You will get a handwritten note from me just saying thank you for ordering for me. I package it myself. So guys, if you cannot afford a shirt, but you want to do something special for like a family member, let's talk. I do give back as well. I can't give back 100 and some shirts like I did last year. I have to be a little bit, my husband got mad at me. I spent a lot in shipping. So just know that I do love giving back to people too. I know that our pockets are not, heavy. Some of us have to, put some things together. And I understand, guys. I help out with bills too. Know that in your state, there's always going to be resources where you can get your rent paid, things like that. You just have to find them. If you don't know where they're at, let me know. And I might know the person out there that works for child services or um food stamps and cash. I can reach out to them and try to get you on the list. Guys, I try to do what I can for you guys. I know it's not easy out there. And just because you don't have a lot of money right now doesn't mean you're broke. If all your bills are paid, you are rich. If all of your bills are paid and you ain't got no money in your pocket, you're rich in my book because all your bills are paid. Fuck what everybody's saying about trying to impress people. It's all about you. You ain't got to impress none of these motherfuckers. Make sure you good. Make sure your mental health is straight. You ain't got to be rich. You ain't got to have a fancy car. As long as you have your health and all your bills are paid, man, you are on top of the world. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. And if you have, went through a lot in your life and you don't think you're worth it, let me tell you today, you are worth it. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are powerful. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not beautiful because we all ugly to somebody. We not all Holly Berry to everybody. Even Holly Berry be looking dusty sometimes. We not all the best looking to everybody. That's why we all got a different vision. But don't let nobody tell you you're not beautiful. And ladies, stop killing yourselves to look good. Your body is good like it is. If you're not happy with it, go to the gym. But don't be laying on the table getting surgery like these other women who are lazy because it won't change what's going on inside. You got to actually work out, right? Your body, your heart moves differently when you're working out than laying on a table getting surgery. You're beautiful like you are. If somebody's not happy with your body, find somebody that is. My mother, she went from her weight to a bigger weight, and my dad still loved her because she was the same person, just a little bigger. So don't let nobody tell you you're not beautiful. Fellas, ladies, you are beautiful. I'm telling you now. Look yourself in the mirror tonight and say, I'm the shit. Fuck what everybody else say. If that's your attitude, nobody can hurt you, right? People call me ugly every day. I don't care. I'm not married to y'all. I'm married to a nice sexual chocolate man down there waiting on me butt naked. I'm married to that. So I ain't got to impress y'all. So know that if somebody doesn't like you, somebody else will. I promise you, okay? You are enough. You are enough. If nobody told you that, you are enough. Ladies, you're beautiful. There's so much you can do other than showing your ass. Let me help you, okay? I got you. You're too good for all this. You're better than social media. You can be a better person, right? So let me help you guys if you need it. If you don't need it, then cool. Fellas, stay strong out there. Not all these women are looking to hurt you, rob you, and kill you. There's some good women out there. You're not gonna find them at the strip club. Take your ass to Barnes and Noble. Go to Starbucks. Go to CVS. I don't know why women be in CVS a lot, but they be in there. Go to your local stores. You'll find a beautiful woman there. You will. And talk to her. Ask her how her day was going. Ask her how long she's been on her feet. Tell her, you know what? You need a foot massage. So I'm just saying there's ways that you can make it and you can be happy with it, okay? So that's my final say. I'm really for real now. I'm really about to get off. But guys, look, I hope to hear from you guys. If you need my help, I'm on Instagram right now most of the time until my Facebook comes back. I haven't really been posting a lot of Facebook stuff, even if it is old, because I just haven't done it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been going through some stuff trying to get people to stop stealing. So I've been doing other stuff. But I will bring back the content that you guys have missed, and we'll go right back to scheduled business. Okay. So again, have a good night, guys, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Good night.